Yeah, guys, big up everybody. We are back. We are back. What the hell is this setup? Which one have they picked? What is this shit? No. There we go. There we go. Right, big up every single one of you. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another match preview and the first of 5 big finals. Forget all the trips to Wembley. Everyone talking about their own semi-finals. Let's talk about an actual final that is coming up tomorrow at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea versus Everton. We win or we're fucked. It's as simple as that. Same energy as the Fulham game. Same energy as the Fulham game. Either win or... Oh, God forbid we don't win. It's just over. It's never been more over, chat. But we will get into everything regarding Chelsea versus Everton. We'll get into the press quotes and everything. I haven't seen all of them, but I've seen a lot of you guys already talking about what Maresca's said. So we'll keep a lookout for that. Obviously, we got transfer news to get into as well. We've heard about winger targets, centre-back targets. There's some bullshit about Santos to Arsenal that we'll talk about. And yeah, a lot to get into. First off, shout out to Troops. Big up to Troops for the redirect every single time. Shout out the Back Again community as well. Big up to all you lot. And big up to the chat. Big up to Akil. Big up to Daniel, my G. Big up to Taha. Big up to Namaya. Big up to No Gravity. Big up to Musty. Big up to Pequeno, Fielder. Big up to Robertinho. Also, bun you lot. Focus on your own game. Fucking semi-final. Big up Kovacic, though. Big up Kova. Big up to Anthony with the donation. Big up already. And congratulations on your victory. AC Chelsea and all of that dunked on Inter again, man. Great to see. I wish I watched that instead of sitting through Arsenal Crystal Palace like one idiot. But I went to go link up with one of my mates and we were watching the Arsenal Palace game. Fucking snooze fest. Absolute snooze fest. All right, Robert, you got your medals too. Let's go. What medals did you get? What medals did you get? Let us know. So what Santi said. Big up Lewis in the chat. What else can I say about my club this season? Even though we're 9th in Serie A, we've always had Inter's number when we played them. Totally bizarre. It's like 15-16. Like when we were shit, but we still had Arsenal's number and did the double over them. And like we're the ones that knocked them out of top spot to help Leicester win the league. Did our job. We did our job. Shame we can't say that for this season, but yeah, here we are. Here we fucking are. Can't be bothered. Can't be fucking bothered. Oh, you got all 5. So I'm guessing the treble winning trophies, another Prem, and the Club World Cup. Respect. Respect. Big up to you, man. Big up to Brendan. Big up to Maldini. What's he joined here? Big up to Georgie as well. Big up, bro. Chelsea bought Sarr from Strasbourg in January in view of him joining this summer. However, they're thinking about him staying on loan for a season so he can develop further. Okay. I still haven't seen enough of Mamadou Sarr to even have any sort of feelings around this, but my whole thing is if you're going to get Højlund, you're going to have to go and get another centre-back. If this brother's going out on loan again, then you're going to have to bring in another centre-back again. Although we did hear about the list of centre-backs that, well, the list of defenders that are supposed to be staying. Do I have the entire list? Yeah, so Colwill and Achimpong, not for sale. Not for sale. Surprising. I thought he'd be the one that we sacrifice if we don't get UCL. But I mean, things could still change. Badia Shield also earmarked to stay at Chelsea next season. No shock there. Achimpong will not go on loan next season. Achimpong to stay then, or maybe even get shifted, one or the other. And Disasi, Vega, Chalobah, and Tosin are the potential sales that Chelsea will make at centre-back. This is all from Simon Johnson. This is all from Simon Johnson. Maldini's added a bit more from that. Cole will still be monitored by many teams. Liverpool, Bayern Munich for 2. But sources insist he is not for sale. We will see, man. We will see on that one. We will see. But allegedly, the centre-backs we look to keep are Colwill, Achimpong, Badiashile, and Fofana. Fofana's name's not there, but like, let's call it what it is. If we have to sell him, a team has to come up with around 50, 60 million for us to make book value. Nobody is going to spend 50, 60 million on Wesley Fofana with his injury record. So Fofana will be staying at Chelsea. So Colwill, Achimpong, Badiashile, and Fofana look to be the centre-backs that we're keeping. I have no thoughts on the left centre-backs. Yeah, it said Vega potentially to be sold. Damn, really? Bears. I mean, well, it depends on how much you get for him, I guess. Can't even, like, be too shocked or outraged about it just because, like, we've never even got to see him play at left centre-back anyway. It's just, yep, another indictment on how bad the last window is. The last two windows have been. There you are. There you are, guys. Love to see it. Love to see it. But yeah, Disasi, off your pop. Chalobah, keep him or sell. I don't care. Just don't drag it out like you did last season and then bring him back because it was fucking embarrassing the way we handled the whole situation. Tosin, don't care. Pure profit. But if you're going to get rid of one of the oldest players in the squad, you're going to have to bring in someone of a similar age too. So, yeah, think of that. Daniel says, get me Højlund and Murillo, then we all good. Big up, Daniel. Why won't... What the fuck? What's wrong with StreamYard? Why won't it let me bring up my comp? Give me a sec, you man. There we go. Fucking stupid. Right. Big up Daniel saying, get me Højlund and Murillo, then we're good. We'll have to get UCL to get Murillo, in my opinion, but give it a go. Give it a go. He's a quality centre-back. Højlund, I already said, bring him in with some experience. How old is Murillo? So I don't know how long he's played. He's 22 years old, so he's kind of the same in that regard. He at least has 2 seasons worth in the Prem, at least. To be honest, he's been cooking with Milinkovic. Is Milinkovic even that old? How old is Milinkovic? 27. Oh, fair enough. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, he's got like over 200 appearances in Serie A. I hear it. But yeah, Murillo, quality centre-back. Højlund, I've already said, I rate him as a centre-back, but you need experience next to him to perfect it. And if they get UCL, I don't think we get Murillo anyway, but it's worth a pop. It's worth a pop. We've won away more recently than you. Nope. Hold that. But yeah, also commiserations on your relegation, my friend. Commiserations. Thoughts on keeping Colwill? He shouldn't be starting for us. If he's going to be depth, fine. But I don't think he should be starting for us. He needs to earn back that position. And right now, he's untouchable. So like, I think we need an upgrade on him. Big up Abdi. Big up Abdallah, man. Big up, bro. My G. Big up, bro. Alistair Black debuting tonight. Are you sure? I mean, if Rusev debuted on Raw, I could understand the logic behind it. Yeah, man. Looking forward to it. Always like a big return. Low-key just Gallagher as a defender. I don't think Gallagher got bitched about as much, to be honest. He was just a foul merchant. So yeah, shit. But yeah, big up to every single one of you. That's all that we got in terms of the centre-backs. But we've also heard that Dean Højlund, Mark Gehi, and Jared Brampthwaite are all centre-backs that we're eyeing, according to Simon Johnson as well. Which don't really, like... Mark Gehi, decent centre-back, gives you a bit of leadership. Still don't know if he's like a bar raiser. Jared Brampthwaite seems to be more of a box defender for what I've seen. So I don't really know how that would work for us. Dean Højlund, we've already spoken about it enough times. Like, there's no point really talking about it further. I rate the profile. there's room for improvement and development still, but this is why you get experience. If it's Colwill out and Højlund in, and then you bring in another centre-back, aye, cool. Cool. All good. All good. Schlotterbeck, another one on the list. I've heard a lot of good things about him at Dortmund this season. I hear it. I hear it. That'd be a decent shout still. Okay, so he's definitely moving. Alex Androni, please relax. He just scored yesterday and man are doing revisionism again. No, he's not having a great season. Brother's barely even starting over there. Please miss me with this BS. He's not. He's not. He's having an okay season. Nothing worth overhyping. Just do your thing over there. Big up to you, Gallagher. Man, are going to do the overhyping bullshit. Like, what are we doing? Yeah, Chloe, you scored yesterday. Bagged a header. Bagged a header. And yeah, big up to him. Why does this fucking mic keep dropping? Piece of shit. Piece of fucking shit, bro. I'm getting sick and tired of this garbage. Yeah, this mic's fucking... The mic stand's broken. Great. Fucking great. Stinker and hooked. Yeah, it's fully broke. Fuck off. Fuck off. At this point, I might have to just start holding it like I'm a fucking wrestler doing a promo. Yeesh. What a waste. Can you just stick there just once? Just for one fucking stream without falling off. Yeesh. But, yeah. Gallagher header before our attackers. Jackson ain't good in the air. He ain't good in the air. But hey, here we are. Here we are. Saw some people trying to do revisionism over our midfielders, though. Like Enzo Fernandez literally didn't score a header against Tottenham a few weeks ago. But whatever. Whatever. Just sticking on the transfer news, seeing as we're still there. Let me introduce you guys to shit rumor of the week. We haven't done this in a while because it's not transfer season, but I saw this. I was about to do a video, and then I just thought, why bother? Why bother? Why is this even worth me wasting 10 minutes of my community's time talking about this utter garbage? Here is shit rumor of the week. Arsenal are interested in Andre Santos. Arsenal want Andre Santos. Shut the hell up. No one's even listening to this garbage. Nobody is even listening to this bullshit, bruv. Andre Santos to Arsenal. Get in the fucking bin, mate. Arsenal are interested in Andre Santos and are exploring the situation. They're exploring the situation. With sources informing caught offside, because, yeah, caught offside, that he's not entirely committed to going back to Chelsea next season. Even though a lot of sources have said completely different. The source have said that he doesn't know whether he's going to be coming back or not, and that is based on the club. It's not based on him. He wants to play at Chelsea. The player could be available for a fee in the region of 45 to 50 million euros, and not even pounds. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up, man. Ain't no way this shit is happening. Ain't no way on earth. We are not selling Andre Santos. All of the sources that we've heard are saying that we're not going to sell Andre Santos. And if we were to even try to sell Andre Santos, we have other clubs that are interested. Why would we send him to you? Why would we send him to you? I don't know what kind of bullshit we are trying to pull up, but here we are. Here we are. Ultimately, there is only one Andre Santos that I'm going to be seeing associated to Arsenal Football Club, and it's this brother. This guy that fucking scored against us in the 5-3 13 years ago. If you remember, if you remember. If you don't remember, don't go and find out. Shit game. Disaster class from the entirety of the back four and the goalkeeper, but Villas-Boas tax is what it is. It is what it is. Arsenal would definitely be interested. Yeah, but like, stay interested. We ain't gonna sell him. We ain't gonna sell him. This would be like name on a list shit. And also, oh, I dare you. Your PR is bad enough. Selling Andre Santos to Arsenal. Do you really want to piss off the fan base more? Go do that. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. I think if we were to try and sell players to like balance the books, there would be a lot of other players that we would put up before Andre Santos. Hey, they can have Dewsbury Hall. They can have Dewsbury Hall, you know? Give him KDH. Give him, I don't know. Who else do we have? It's probably some other fucking midfielder. It's probably some other Yes, Pachara. The Rock is a fucking idiot. The Rock is an idiot. Yeah, young Cuenca, like, there's going to be carnage if this was to happen, but it won't happen. It won't. It's just, it's nice to hear you guys have interest in some of our loan players. It's nice, but yeah, stay watching. He ain't joining you lot. He wants to play with Estawao and fucking Caicedo and Cole Palmer and real ballers. But all of that. Yeah, look, no guarantee. I hear that, but there's a very, very low probability that we sell him to Arsenal Football Club. No chance. I will say no chance from a fan perspective. If you're going to ask me to take the fan perspective out, little chance, but too little for me to really be concerned about. So I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening at all. Most of the sources that we've heard are saying that he's coming back for the Club World Cup and he'll be a part of the squad for next season. That's just going to be the situation. KDH going anywhere, but yeah, have him. Have KDH, man. Take him back. No hate. No hate. We ain't going to do no KDH leaving party. Just off you go. Enjoy the Conference League medal. And yeah, peace. Peace. You won't ever forget your goal against Shamrock. You won't ever forget your goal against Shamrock. The only pivot you're going to see Rice with is chicken, bruv. That's it. That is it, mate. You ain't ever going to see nothing else bar that. What other transfer news do we have before we get into the Everton preview? Because there was a few more. Ornstein on Victor Oshimen. The feeling amongst most Premier League clubs that have looked into the possibility seems to be that the salary expectations are difficult to meet and he is perhaps not the player and character they are looking for at present. Consensus among those teams seems to be that Saudi Arabia could well prove his destination, but we'll see how it pans out. No doubt he's a brilliant goal scorer and those are in short supply. It's another source saying that Oshimen is more likely to go to Saudi. Fuck. No one in the Prem wants to give him that package deal. It's insane, man. Oshimen, hey, you might have to drop it a bit. You might have to drop the wages a little bit, or the agent fee, or something. Or you know what? Maybe we could just fucking give him the money anyway. I've already said, right? I don't care if we don't buy anybody else. If you get me Oshimen, I'm fine. I'm happy. Just go get me Oshimen, please. This guy is the ideal profile for what we need. Please, just I don't even really need anybody else like that. We'll figure it out. If we get the goals, top 4 is guaranteed. Guaranteed. Hell, top 3, maybe top 2. That's where we're competing at. I don't need anybody else to... I don't need any other transfers. I don't need it past that. Please, just allow it. It's not going to happen. It's going to be fucking Delap or Sesko or fucking... who's the other brother that we've been linked with? Is it Ekatike? I didn't even think it was Ekatike. Sesko, Delap, or Someone else we got a question mark on. Someone else that we got a question mark on. It will be disappointing if he ends up going to Saudi. And I don't mean disappointing from his perspective, as in being disappointed in him. I'll just be disappointed that we didn't end up getting him. I'll be really disappointed. It's fucking shit, man. It's shit. On to the winger targets, though. This will make people smile, won't it? This will make people smile. Nico Williams, Jamie Gittens, and Alejandro Garnacho probably aren't the only candidates, though. And it is a position Chelsea can be expected to strengthen in the summer. One player that's got wages that we won't pay. One player that's a bit raw and not ready. And fucking Garnacho. I don't even need to start talking about Garnacho. We all on the same wavelength. Fuck off. Fuck off. Liao or Lookman or I don't care. Liao or Lookman or I am very indifferent. Very, very indifferent. Yeah, Maldini, I'm here. I'm with you. It's just the wages I don't even think we're going to look at. So I'm not even considering Nico Williams. There's no point of me. There's no point of me considering it. No point. Last summer, we heard the brother wanted 290k a week. 300k a week. Something like that. Shit ain't happening. Just ain't happening. Rank these players, please. Mount, Gallagher, KDH. If you're talking in terms of time at Chelsea, you've already done it for me, bro. You've already done it for me. It would be Mount, Gallagher, then KDH. That'll be it. That'll be it. And fuck you, Rock. Didn't even bother turning up at Mania. Fucking disgrace, man. Absolute disgrace. Do I still have the sound effect? What do I have? Is it this one?
Listen up, you bald fraud!
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Trust me, Maldini, I hear it, man. I hear it, but it's another wage thing. It's another wage thing. Warrior, there will be a watch-along. Early kickoff. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm just going to wake up and switch my laptop on. That's going to be my plan for the day. Fuck that. I'm not waking up early for that. Well, I mean, I'm not waking up and leaving for that. I have to wake up early anyway. I don't have a damn choice. But I'm guessing, like, the 30% wage increase would probably take you up to, like, 190, 200k, something around that amount. Something around that amount. That's with the 30% increase if we get UCL. If we don't, it's again 150. Yeah, but even though with Neto, you broke it by 10k. Nico Williams, you're going to have to add another 100 on top of that, innit? And a bit more on top of that. That is different. It's different. The brother wants like 290k, 300k a week. It's not happening. Chelsea. How'd you deal with the itch? Spray some argan oil on you or some olive oil. That helps. That does help. That does help. Nah, bro, I'll be good for the game, man, still. But bless up, man. Bless up. Bless up. And fuck the ticket sales not being good. Lower your prices then, motherfucker. Lower your prices, bruv. Fucking insane. Honestly, Maldini, my whole thing with the window was that I'd see how it worked in the season. I always said that with a lot of the transfers. And also, I think I expected a massive upgrade just because Pochettino was gone. I won't even front. And like, instead, we got a giant high and then stagnation. And we know the reasons for it. I ain't going to delve into it because I can't be asked for Maresca debate number 345, a CBA for it. People know where I stand with it. Can't be asked. But yeah. Any other transfer news I've gone through? Petrovic is a candidate for Bayer Leverkusen's #1 position. Interesting. Interesting. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. So thoughts on Sash? Sash is cool. Sash is blessed. Big up to Sash. Surprised someone asked that, but yeah, first. Yeah, Petrovic is a candidate for Leverkusen's #1 position, and it is unknown whether Chelsea will part ways with Petrovic. Probably won't. Probably won't, but I guess that's just one team that's interesting, and there's not really much to like delve off that except name on a list. It is literally just name on a list and nothing else. Nothing else. Big up to Daniel for the memberships, though. Big up, man. Everybody spam W Daniel in the chat. If you got a membership from him, give thanks. Give thanks, man. Shout out. Big up to you, bruv. Cobalt. Yeah, I saw a few of you guys talking about this. What do you mean Cobalt interest? Or is it just interest? Name on a list type shit. Cobalt could leave Dortmund in the summer in case of a good proposal. Chelsea and Newcastle both inquiring. Cobalt's agent will meet in the next days in London with Chelsea and Newcastle, I'm guessing. Okay. Gregor Kobel to Chelsea. Would you have him competing with Petrovic? Is that the plan? Ugh. Ugh. I haven't even seen anything at Dortmund this season. I've not seen anything. Last season, I know he was impressive. This season, I don't really know how he's been going. A few of you guys are saying that he's had a shit season. A few of you guys are saying he's had a shit season, but hey. He's been good. Dortmund have been shit. Dortmund are shit. Okay, well, I'll just do my own research into him. Seeing as we are inquiring about him, it's worth me checking out, but don't know. Don't know. What are the stats saying? What are the stats saying? Because when you can't watch the play, you have to go to the stats. High percentiles for defensive actions outside the penalty area and defensive actions. Post-shot expected goals per shot on target is relatively high. Touches are relatively high, so like I guess he's comfortable receiving the ball. The rest is all just average to mid. Similar players to him. Verbruggen. Oh, brother. Vicario. Oh, brother. Oh, well, this ain't looking great. Whatever. I like even know a lot about him anyway from this season. Is what it is. Right. Preview time. Let's get into the match preview. So, Chelsea versus Everton. Big cup final. Big cup final ahead. We are basically going to be calling every game from now till the end of the season, bar your garden for obvious reasons, as a cup final. Every single game that we have now is must win. It's win or finito. A win will strengthen our fight for top 5 and it will allow us to open up a gap on Aston Villa. It will also allow us to keep track on Newcastle because nobody even try and hate watch that game. There's no point. There is no point. They are playing Ipswich at home and they are already relegated. These men are just going to be kicking a poor team while they're down. They're going to be beating the piss out of them. Just for the fun of it. Just for the fucking fun of it. So don't expect anything. Only hate watch we're really going to be doing is Nottingham Forest on Thursday. Because they're playing in the cup semi-final this weekend. They don't play. So they've got Brentford on Thursday. We will be live for that. But other than that, City aren't playing. Villa aren't playing. Forest aren't playing. They are all in the FA Cup semi-final. So we only have one game to focus on. And that game, it's not even worth focusing on. This is just about us doing our job. Just do our job. Keep track with City. Keep track with Newcastle. Keep ourselves alive for another week. And then pray to the good Lord God Almighty that we can pull something out against Liverpool. So if we can't even beat their stinky neighbours, what is the point? Like, genuinely, what is the damn point? We are 4 games unbeaten in the Premier League. Our last loss in the Prem was at home against Arsenal, away against Arsenal. It used to be a second home, not anymore. But 2 wins and 2 draws is still ain't good enough, especially with the teams that we drop points against. Like, if we had just done our job and beaten fucking, what's it called? Brentford and also Ipswich, we are sitting in 3rd. We are sitting in 3rd, or like level with City in 3rd. But here we are. Can't beat a Brentford team that can't win at home. And Ipswich with no Delap, no Hutchinson. So now we're in a position where we just have to focus on ourselves, keep winning our games, and hope and pray that the ops drop points around us. At the very least, we can open up a 3-point gap on Aston Villa that we probably need. That we really, really need with the fixtures that we have coming up. Yeah, Brendan, this is why, like, drawing to Ipswich just... Part of me died, man. Part of me died. I won't even pretend. But part of me died. Because, like, if you can't even beat them, how am I meant to be optimistic? I was very optimistic all year just because I thought, look, you get through those 2 games, we're in a decent spot. Decent spot. Fuck you, Avrabo. Get out my chat. Get out my chat, Avrabo. Prick. And Bun Iniesta too. Dickhead. But we're facing an Everton side that are now safe due to how shit the bottom 3 are. And also the form of David Moyes when he first joined. But the form's kind of dropped off recently. We're all talking about the big turnaround under David Moyes. These guys have 1 win in their last 5 games. They've got 4 points in their last 4 games. And now they're without Tarkowski. And I'm looking at what Everton fans are saying. He is the defender that keeps them organised. He's like meant to be the leader in the pack. So losing him is going to be a very, very big blow to them. Especially if it's Michael Keane. If it's O'Brien, he might be able to have a decent game. He's 6'6". He's another aerial beast. But Michael Keane is a fucking bozo. Absolute bum. The definition of a bum at the back. So I hope he's the one starting. I do hope he's the one starting. And yeah, like for Chelsea, please don't piss me off. Please don't piss me off. Like this is an Everton side that are kind of on the beach. The only real thing they want to do is like maybe confirm their positions over Manchester United and over Tottenham. And bar that, they don't have anything. They really don't have anything. We should be all over these lot. All over them. Everton hate coming to the Bridge as well. I said this on Back Again. We are unbeaten at the Bridge in 29 games against Everton. 29 matches. Their last victory at Stamford Bridge came in 1994. Their man are moving like Tottenham. These men are moving like Spurs. Please don't make this game any more difficult. Please don't. Because I can't be bothered for it. And I know we will anyway. Because I have to rely on this forward line to bury their chances. I still don't know how we did it at the end of the Fulham game. But it just shows all you got to do is just bury your fucking chances. And like, yo, we're already in a good spot. We can minimize the amount of chances on our goal. We can do that. It's about burying the chances on the other side of the pitch. It's about burying them. And shit, I don't know if we're going to do that. I don't know if we're going to do that. But hey, put some more faith into the fan base with a victory. Go do it. You get another victory that's 2 wins out of 2. We might go into the Liverpool game a bit optimistic because they will be on the beach. They have nothing to play for. Slot might be giving the kids some minutes. He might be giving the kids some minutes. Because they want to go get their medals too. And if they do, don't you fucking dare lose to them. Don't you dare. Oh, fucking hell. I know that happened to Fulham as well. I know, but nah. Nah, Maldini, I'm not at the game tomorrow. It's at 12:30. I can't. I'm gonna be out with my mates tonight as well, so it's like I can't be bothered. Like I'll probably go Liverpool though. 4:30 kickoff Sunday. That suits me. That suits my schedule. That suits my sleeping pattern. I could do that. I could be fine with doing that. Time do I wake up? Bro, I woke up on time for Back Again. I woke up when Back Again started. In terms of the crowd having to be good, like, yeah, good luck. I don't even know how we pulled out that sort of support against Fulham. I really don't. Because I expected it to be dead and toxic. And it weren't. But the bridge, I don't hold out a lot of hope for it. I'll be so real. Too many seats have been turned into hospitality. And there's just way more potential for grumbling. At least in the away end, you get more of like a hardcore following that is more likely to chant regardless. The home crowd, you more have to get them up unless it's a big match. And by big match, I mean Big Six big match. And you don't really get that enough. Bro, the away crowd's not even been good this season. I've done hella away games and thought, yo, this is garbage. Even Spurs, before we came back, I thought, this is garbage. This ain't Spurs away. Man are barely chanting like that. Arsenal away, garbage. City away, garbage. Fulham, that's the best atmosphere I've been in this season. And probably since Liverpool at home in Poch's first game. That's the best atmosphere I've been in since Liverpool at home in Poch's first game. Yeah, Fulham was the best. That's the best I've been in by a mile. By a fucking mile. Yeah, Daniel, if I get a ticket, I'll be there. I have to get a ticket, though. It's the last game of the season. That'll be really difficult. Really difficult. It's not because we play trash sides. Well, it actually is, but it says more about this fan base in it because we've seen boring football under Jose and Conte, and there was still a decent atmosphere. I just think it's petulance, personally, but here we are. Because when I go to the games at the bridge, I'm chanting with my mates regardless. Me and my mate Ryan and Andrew, big up to them, my G's. We're always chanting. Always. These man, not so much. Second season Conte. Spooky. Spooky. We still had the chanting. I fucking chant to support the players. Like, fuck. It's the whole job of, like, being a supporter, innit? Yeah, man. Second season was horrible football under Conte. There was still chants. Even when we were rotting around 4th and 5th. Still. But yeah. Yeah, Jose's football wasn't always boring. I'm not saying it always was. But there was times where it was. There was times where it was. It like goes both ways. Right, let's get into these press quotes though, because I've seen a lot of you guys talking about it. What has been said in the press conference? Right, here we go. Hit the likes as well, guys. Smash the likes. I don't know how many likes we're on, but I don't think it's enough. We ain't even on 100. There's nearly 500 of you, man, in here, and there ain't even 100 likes. What are we doing, blood? Hit them likes. I want 250. Run up the likes. Like button. Like button. Like button. What is this? We ain't even on 100 likes.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Disgracia. Word to Lee Gunner, man. Disgracia. Run up the likes, people. Run up the likes. Moving like our forward line. Come on, man. We want clinical forwards, but we don't want. But they're chatting clinical. What are we doing? What are we doing, people? Come on. There we go. Now it's starting to go up a little bit. Love that. Love that. Love that. Right. First quote. Enzo Maresca on if Chelsea not qualifying for the Champions League will be a failure. Patrice Evra's doing MMA. Oh, fucking hell. This guy's doing all sorts of side missions. Yeesh. Fucking hell. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one up there. Right. Big up Sheik too, man. Big up Sheik, my G. Big up, bro. I've already answered this one a few times. He's called out Suarez. Oi! That is a money fight. Aye, Luis Suarez, take it up. Don't be a bitch. Take it up. You like to bite people. How about you step in the fucking octagon, mate? I've already answered this one a few times. Compared to the last 2 years, it is not a failure. Oh, brother. How many years in the last 2 years have Chelsea been in the UCL? How many? 0. How many times this season? Almost all season. How many times? He must be in top 5, but oh, brother. Is it an improvement or not? It's already an improvement because we've spent all season there. Now we are going to try our best to finish there, no doubt. We want to finish there, no doubt. We are happy to finish there, yes. Is it enough? No, because we want to compete for titles. But compared to the last 2 years, I think it's quite clear that there's been an improvement. If you want to see it, you see it. If you don't want to see it, you don't see it. It depends in which way. I see that. You know, there is a lot in this. There is a lot in this. Now, first off, he is diverted very far away from the question to defend himself. And where I say I understand him being defensive about himself, I don't think he's answered this question well. I really don't think he's answered this question well. I can hear the argument that we have improved marginally on last season. I can hear that argument, but that wasn't the question. The question is, if Chelsea are not qualifying for the Champions League, is the season a failure? And yes. Yes. It's just it. If we don't get top 5, the season is a failure. We can talk about the improvements that the team has made. I'm not even going to talk that stuff down, but that is not the question. The question is, if we don't make UCL, it's a failure. And I see why people are annoyed about it, because he's diverted very far away from it to just defend the season that he's had. Whereas, like, just say that it's a failure if we don't get top 5. Just say that it's a failure if we don't get top 5. Because it is. It is. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Compared to the last 2 seasons, there's been an improvement. Yes. If we don't get UCL, is it a failure? Yes. Have we been in the top 5 for the majority of the season? Yes. Is it still a failure if we don't end it in top 5? Yes. Just, yes. That's just it for me. Like, all the stuff about like how we've improved this season, I've been saying it all campaign. I've been saying that there's been improvements. But what else has he said there? Because we spent all season there. Now we're going to try our best to finish there, no doubt. Yes. Want to finish there, no doubt. Yes. We are happy to finish there. Is it enough? No, because we want to compete for titles. That's all cool and everything. But if we don't get top 5, it is a failure. What does him saying that benefit or do? I just think it gives at least a bit more realism in it. I just think it's a bit more realistic. I can see why some people would say it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't sort of thing. But, like, I just think the best thing you can do is just be honest. The best thing you can do is just be honest. Just at least be true to yourself, innit? That's the way I view it. That's the way I view it. What else everyone's saying? Man said Poch level quotes. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. Fielder says why? Why what, my friend? Why what, my friends? Let me know. Why what? Man said Rattle. He is definitely being defensive, but that's because of the amount of people calling for his head, really. That's going to force you to be more defensive. I understand that as a natural reaction. It's just like, look, if we don't get top 5, it's a failure. The media wants a headline and he's not giving it to them. Dear Faz. Faz, is there even a headline you can get off this? Yeah, because like even then, they just write a headline saying Maresca says not getting top 5 is not a failure. I feel like regardless, like now the more I think about it, I just think again, you're going to get a headline regardless. You're going to get a headline regardless, but maybe it's another damned if you do, damned if you don't thing. Do you want to hear that, Lewis? Do what? Hear what? That getting top 5 is a failure? Because it would be. I mean, not getting top 5. I don't know. Did I watch the press? He was vexed about the question. No, but I did see the clips going around. I actually don't mind playing the whole thing. Maybe it'll be better to like understand just off the way he said it. Is it the way he said it? Let's see.
If you don't finish top 5 in the Champions League places, as you said, that's now your target. Would it be seen as a failure?
Again, but I think I already answered a few times this one.
And what was that?
That compared to the last 2 years has been not a fail.
Simon?
How many times in the last 2 years Chelsea has been Champions League?
Yeah.
How many?
Yeah.
0. How many times this season? Almost all season. Is an improvement or not? No, it's just, is an improvement or not?
Yeah, well, I suppose it depends where you finish,
Yeah, no, it's already an improvement because we spend all season there. Now, we're going to try our best to finish there, no doubt. We want to finish there, no doubt. We are happy to finish there. Yes, it's enough. No, because we want to compete for titles. But compared to last 2 years, I think it's quite clear that there is an improvement. Now, if you want to see, you see it. If you don't want to see it, you don't see it. Depends in which way. I see that.
Okay, so like he's just diverted from the question to just explain his stance on the whole season in general then. Okay. That's what it really is. Defo got vexed with it. He's probably been asked that question numerous times. Numerous fucking times. Oh, whatever. Get top 5 in it. Just fucking get top 5. Whatever. Look, in terms of the improvements, yes. Yes, because there has been improvements the last season, but you know my stance on it. If we don't get top 5, the season has been a failure. It just has been a failure. Daniel says, it's time to go. Big up to Claude. Rest in peace, my king. Big up, Claude. Big up, Claude. Why is he comparing it to the last 2 years? Because, honestly, he's had us the most competitive out of all of the managers that Clearlake have hired. For being completely honest, that's why. It's the same way we're comparing Maresca. Well, everyone compares Maresca to Poch. The same reason everyone compares Poch to Potter and the last manager to the last manager. Like Lampard and being compared to Sarri and Tuchel being compared to fucking Lampard and all of that shit. All of that shit. You want a guy in his job to say that he's failed. Well, I mean, it will come off on him anyway. So yeah, I guess I hear that. Big up to Ibrahim saying, hey man, tell this man we are Chelsea, man. Well, I mean, that's also why he said we need to be competing for titles. He said that in there too. He did say that in there too. There was another super chat. Big up to BK. If Spurs versus United, Europa final, don't get me started. We qualified from Europa League to Wi-Fi passwords last season. This season finishes 5th place for UCL. I might have to read that again. If Spurs versus United is a Europa final, don't get me started. We've qualified from the Europa League to Wi-Fi passwords last season. I think he means Europa League to Conference League. This season is a 5th place finish for the UCL, and we're not getting it. Yeah, this is why we need to get top 5, innit? And we've dropped too many points in winnable games. Yeah, I hear it. Oh, and Maldini, don't even get me started on this tired narrative. Don't even get me started. Do you know how stupid it sounds when people say, oh, Maresca said we're not in a title race and that's why our forms drop? Man, shut up. Shut the hell up. You ain't got a damn clue what you're talking about if you think Maresca saying that we're not in a title race is what's triggered our downfall. It's not. It's not. That is like one of the dumbest logics I've seen this season. And with the logic that I have seen getting pulled out this season, that takes a lot of fucking work. That takes a lot of fucking work. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Right, but yeah. Cool. Since day one, I tried to do my best for the club. Any decision I take is for the best of the club. I know Cristo cost a lot and Ty is from the academy. I am here to take these kinds of decisions. Okay, that's nothing really to take from that. Start from the bottom up. Jamie Vardy quotes, for sure, no doubt, to be a miss for Leicester in the Prem. Feel very proud to share part of my journey with Jamie. Yeah, Leicester stuff, we don't care. Malo Gusto is injured. Big up to Awash as well, joining the membership. Big up, Awash. I might see you at Newcastle. I might. 12 p.m. kickoff, though. I can't emphasize that enough. 12 p.m. kickoff, man. Yeesh. Awash, I'll let you know, man. I'll let you know. Just tickets ain't even gone on sale yet, but I'll let you know. Malo is injured. It does not look important. He is running and doing things outside, but he won't be available for tomorrow. Hopefully the next game. Mark Hiu, Anselmino are out and the rest are all fit. So it seems like Gusto is just out for this game and he should be back for the next one. No Gusto, no Hiu, no Anselmino, like he'd even sit on the bench. Cool. Cool. Mark Hiu is close. Hopefully 1 or 2 weeks he can be with us for the final part of the season. And Lavia was on the bench against Fulham. He is back and training. With Romeo, we are trying the same thing with Reece. We need to use them step by step. So he'll probably end up being on the bench in this game. Might end up being on the bench. Or you could see Reece James starting in the midfield one more time. Might see it one more time. To say that this season has already been a good season compared to the last two, it does not mean we won't try to finish top 5. It is our target. Our target is Champions League. We are going to try and finish in the right way. Yeah, nothing wrong with that quote. I actually completely agree with that. Season has been a good season compared to the last two, but we have to get top 5. That's the best way to answer it. Yeah, that's a brilliant response. That's it. They are going to show me this afternoon a few places I can sit. Yeah, Maresca's out for this game. He's on a touchline ban. Does that mean Willy Caballero's going to be managing? Oh, fuck. Got a giant headache just thinking about that. They're going to show me this afternoon a few places where I can sit. Maybe we'll be next to Alex in hospitality. Who knows? It was just instinct to celebrate. Yeah, he got a yellow card because he ran onto the pitch to celebrate. What the fuck, man? Woke nonsense. Woke nonsense. I did see some idiots as well trying to say, oh, the players didn't even try to celebrate with Maresca. Neto ran to him and then ran to the away end. Shut up. Shut up. Personally, very happy with my first 50 games. I learned many things to play every 3 days, different competitions. It has been a journey of learning. We've had some bad moments, some good moments. We are just at the beginning of the vision. See that one, though? I learn many things. I learn many things. This is the biggest quote of the lot. Man is still learning on the job, and we didn't recruit well enough in the last 2 windows. Man want me to moan about the manager. How about we look at the recruitment team that didn't recruit well enough? How about we look at that? That should be the bigger thing. This is a man that's learning on the job, bruv. You bring a man that's learning on the job and you don't give him everything that he needs to make it as seamless as possible. Well done. Well done. As a manager, the club, we all have a vision. We are in the right direction and hopefully we can be there very soon. I can understand the fans' frustration. We are trying to keep them happy. The fans are the same. They were thinking Chelsea is back, showing they are happy. Now we are not winning the same amount of games. They are showing they are not happy. Again, just explain the fan situation. They were happy. Now we're not happy. Go get top 5. Everyone will be happy again. Players are working hard every day to bring this club where it has to be. And the journey has only just started. Because he said it's like a 3-year plan or something, isn't it? That's why. On Christopher and Clunky. He says he's in the squad. He's been good. He's training well. In this moment, if he's in the squad, one offensive player has to be out. That's probably Tyreek against Fulham. And I'm glad he wasn't out. We decided Mallow is out so we can bring another one. And that'll end up being Nkunku, I guess. I'll probably end up being Nkunku. And that is it for the press quotes. That is it for the press quotes. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, that stuff about UCL football being a failure, that's got everybody annoyed. Just go get UCL football, man. Go get UCL football. What's everyone talking about Sean? What's Sean said? I just want a better manager there in a crowd. Well, if they were to bring a better manager, I might hear it, innit? But I don't think they'll do that. I don't think they'll do that. I got a fucking nuts migraine. Oh my gosh. I didn't even sleep that badly. Why have I got such a killer headache? What the fuck? Yo, big up Deals, man. Big up, Mike G. Big up to you, bro. And yeah, Kobel Links, I don't know anything about his season, but Dortmund have been shit. I don't know how much of a factor he is in that, but we'll find out. We'll find out. But for now, though, I'm going to send the link. Big up to every single one of you that's locked in, though. Hit the like button, subscribe, all of that shit. We'll see what everybody is saying. We will see what everybody is saying. And yeah, hit the likes. Hit the likes. I think we still ain't on 250 likes. Yeah, we're only on 160. You're only on 160. Come on, guys. 90 more likes. Hit that like button. Hit that like button or forever be a fraud, bruv. And yeah, panel rolling through in just a little second. Just a second. And obviously, watch along settings. We will be back live tomorrow at 11 a.m. Ugh. Fucking 11 a.m. Even the thought of waking up around that time is making me feel sick. Yeesh. And yeah. What's this? There's another super chat. Big up to Our saying Angry Ginge for manager. I think he's doing pretty well in Ballers League. Ain't United top? It's the first time United have been top at anything. Fucking crazy. Yeah, I need some paracetamol. This migraine is nuts. Nearly done. Nearly done. fucking ages, though. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah. Right, big up Awash saying, oh yeah, you already said Angry Ginge for manager. Big up, man. And big up to BK saying, Palmer, break your ghost with 4 goals tomorrow. That'd be like all the backlog of goals that we're missing, just pulling up out of nowhere. I'll take that.
Man, Nick,
Take
is
that.
it?
Yo, I'm all good, bro. What are you telling me? Big up,
Bro,
CP.
I'm all good, man. I was just in the middle of a GC debate with the man. Then basically, about what was it? It's nothing to do with Chelsea, but it's just like a whole creativity thing or whatever. Because I told my guys I don't think Phil Foden is elite at creativity, and he seems to think he is. So,
Well, I don't know about elite, but he's a good creator.
I think he's av creativity, to be honest. That's just me. Like not av, but he's not that spectacular. Not the way that everyone thinks he is. But that's not even a convo. So what? Is this the Everton preview? Say no more.
Yeah, Everton preview and all the transfer news that we've seen.
Listen, so we're basically coming up against Frankenstein and his crew. If you don't know, Frankenstein is David Moyes, and also called. To be fair, our record at home against Everton is very good. Last year we swept the floor with them.
Yeah, 6-0 now.
I went to that game. You know what was mad? No one was expecting Chelsea to win that game. I said, you know what, we're gonna slap them. I even got the tweet. I'll try and find it. I'll send it to you, innit? And then come back a few hours later, and it's 6 to the gun. So yeah, man. Like I'm not. Yeah, exactly. With Onana in midfield as well. Like nowadays, this Everton team is worse. So
Bro, we nearly went 1-0 down. You remember Beto missing an open goal?
Yeah, I know. I remember that. You know what's funny? After we scored the 4th, I shit you not, the entire of the shed end, the half which has all the away fans, was pretty much empty. I could literally count the people who sat in the away end.
No, I hear it, man. These guys traveled down from Liverpool for the early kickoff. I'd be off. I'd be trying to get the last train back.
Early kickoff. It was an evening kickoff.
Oh, late kickoff. Yeah, late kickoff. Even then, I'm trying to get the last train back. I understand.
Literally, they
Fuck
were
all of that, but this time it's the early train.
Yeah, trust.
And you know what? Everton can hold that. Every time we go to Everton, we get the fucking early kickoff.
Trust me.
Shit's
You know what
a
it is?
nightmare.
As well as that, it's like, what's it called? It's just, I don't know what it is for some reason. Like, I don't hate Everton, but I hate the fact that Everton always want to turn into fucking prime Chelsea when they play us.
The last game they did.
In the sense of they just want to sit back and, you know, do 2 banks of 4 and whatever and sucker punch a team and that's it. Like, I don't really know. It's jarring. I don't know why, but for some reason, like, they'll strip for Man United, they'll strip for Arsenal, but when it comes to Chelsea, they want to put on their best show. Like, why? What did we do to you?
It's because we struggle with fucking low blocks. That's been our problem for years.
No, but I'm
blueprint
asking,
to beat Chelsea's always been there, or to at least get something from a Chelsea game.
No, but even these guys, it's like they try it harder when it's Chelsea. Like against Man United, they seem to just roll over and let their bellies get tickled. Pause. But with Chelsea, it's like, nah, fuck it.
My God.
It's like with Chelsea, they just want to put on their best show and it's jarring, man. But hey, listen, we should be beating them. I don't think we'll slap them, but I think we'll win like 3-1 or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too.
2-0, 2-1 or some shit.
Ideally, I'd rather keep I'd rather be a 2-1, 2-0, sorry. But I think we'll concede. I don't know who scores, but I think we'll concede. Yeah,
so I hear it only because I can't trust our team for anything. So I could see us concede off something stupid.
Wait, Danish Maldini saying Pickford. Trust me, Danish Maldini. Bro, Pickford is one of the most overrated players that I've seen in the Premier League. But for some reason, whenever he plays Chelsea, he wants to actually do his job properly.
I remember when we lost 1-0 to them and they had Lampard in charge and Pickford was just on full smoke.
Bro, Pickford is one of these guys where, listen, I've prayed for Everton's downfall every single time just because he's one of these guys where I don't know how he's made it as far as he has, but he genuinely, he's a bang average keeper who somehow made it to the Premier League. He's championship level.
No, I remember the season he had at Sunderland. He fucking cooked with them. He was unreal.
You can have a good season at Sunderland. Nah, who cares, man?
Yeah, that's what got him the Everton move. He just ain't upgraded from there. That's his level.
Man is so I've never I know a lot of people do rate him. It's like Maguire. Maguire's another one who people somehow rate, but I just don't see it with him.
Well, he plays well for England. That's what Pickford's thing is, right? He plays pretty decent for England. He
What was
plays
that?
well for England. He plays well for England. That's why it's the same for Maguire, right?
Yeah, true. Well, Kyle Walker plays well for England sometimes, and he gets hated. So,
And remember Muric for Burnley in the 2-2 draw last season. That's another one.
oh, nah, you know what? Since you mentioned goalies in that scenario, bro, I'll be honest. Petrovic cost me top 4. Guys want to talk about Poch. Petrovic cost me top 4 in the Burnley and Sheffield United games. Both their equalizers were Petrovic howlers.
Yeah, the 90th minute one. Yeah, I recalled that.
And
Petrovic
even
always
the
struggled
corner.
with his near post.
And the corner, you know the corner where man slapped and he slapped it into his own net. I'm like, nah, fuck you. You're
Did
a
he?
bum. Yeah, he did, bro. Go watch it again.
I don't know if I will. I'll be so real. I tried to like forget about last season. If it ain't Palmer goal comps, I ain't watching. You know them ones.
It was funny because
If you want to talk more fucking bummy goalkeepers, anyone remember under Lampard where I think what's his name, David Martin got a clean sheet for West Ham against us?
Oh my god, what's happened to that guy anyway?
Bro, he just turned up for one win at the Bridge and then fucked off, and no one's heard of him since.
Ain't his because I know his dad is like his
Big
dad
up,
was like
Scott.
some legend or something. Alvin,
Yeah,
Martin.
I think so. Some shit like that, or just an ex-player. Nah, Yerry Mina, he just bitched Havertz, and bitching Havertz at Chelsea don't take a lot of work. I got in his head from the start.
No, so
But hey, let's not do that again with Pickford this time.
Hey, listen, we need to pack this Pickford you in. Yerry Mina. To be fair, Yerry Mina is actually a decent footballer. Like he's not. I mean, he's not spectacular, but he's not like completely useless and just doesn't perform except for Chelsea. Whereas Pickford seems
Where
to be
did
that
he
guy.
go? Because he ain't at Everton anymore, isn't he?
Fiorentina.
Lord knows.
Oh, so you might see him in the final.
I don't know if he still plays for them, but I know that's where he went.
Nah, Cagliari.
Yeah, he does play for them.
Yerry Mina. He plays. No, he
Cagliari.
He does.
But,
Everton,
hey.
I don't know. Everton, I don't know. Everton's. Actually, I'll let someone else speak, man.
It's must win. That's it. Just bury your fucking chances. Even with a low block, we'll make chances. Just stop pissing me off and making it difficult.
I'll be real. Like, I'm not even like just win. Like, I don't even care about getting loads of goals. This is an Everton team that don't concede a lot of goals. They don't score a lot either. Even despite changing their manager, like even if we win 1-0, I'm happy about it. Obviously, I want us to like put in a good performance, but like a 1-0 win is a good thing for me.
They've conceded the same amount as we have this season.
Bro, I'm looking back through their last games. Like they've in their last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. In their last just 10 games, let's go off. They've conceded more than 1 goal a game 3 times.
Fucking hell. Yeah, they got 1 win in their last 5. Like the form hasn't been as good as people are making out to be.
They just they don't win, but like they've drawn a lot, but they just concede like 1 goal a game pretty much. Like they're conceding 1 against not Forest, 1 against Arsenal, 1 against Liverpool, 1 against West Ham, 1 against Wolves. Like it's only United, City, and Liverpool that they've conceded more than 1 goal against in the last 10 games.
Fuck. Mike's
Yeah, like, they don't concede a lot of goals. Even when Deitch was there and now Moyes is there, like they just don't concede a lot of goals. That's what I'm saying. I don't really care about us like finishing chances because I don't think we're going to get many chances just because they do defend well. But it's more like the ones you do get, you have to at least finish 1. Like I said, if we win 1-0, cool. That's a positive.
Yes. Give me a cheeky 1-0 and whatever. On to the next one and hope Liverpool play the kids. And that Brentford have a favour for us.
Even though we get against what's their names against Everton, we low key got robbed because we should have had a pen for Pickford. Surprise. Fouling Gusto. So hopefully we get it back in blood and secure all 3.
Hey, let's hope so, man. Just going to go through the super chats quick because it's going to lead into a little segue. Big up to Awash saying, yeah, try sort me for Newcastle. Be good to see you. Don't worry, I'll try and pattern it. I'll try and pattern it for you. If not, I'm probably not going. If I don't go, I'll end up giving it to you. It depends on if I go or not. Still have to see what train price are like. Big up, fat kids are hard to kidnap. What a name. He says, Maresca's comments in the press conference, bruh. What type of crack is this man smoking? Too many false positives. Up the Chelsea. Up the Chelsea. I wanted to ask you guys' thoughts on what Maresca said in the press conference, because his quotes about if not getting UCL is a failure has caused a lot of uproar in the fan base.
What was the actual? I saw his quote. What was the question?
I've got the whole video. I'll play it. I'll play it for you guys. Big up Daniel as well, just in time.
Big up, big up.
Right, we'll play it again for you guys. Just so you...
If you don't finish top 5 in the Champions League places, that's now your target. Would it be seen as a failure?
Again, but I think I already answered a few times this one.
And what was that?
That compared to the last 2 years has been not a fail.
Simon?
How many times in the last 2 years Chelsea has been Champions League?
Yeah.
How many? 0. How many times this season? Almost all season. Is an improvement or not? No, it's just, is an improvement or not?
Yeah, well, I suppose it depends where you finish,
No, it's already an improvement because we spend all season there. Now, we're going to try our best to finish there, no doubt. We want to finish there, no doubt. We are happy to finish there. Yes, it's enough. No, because we want to compete for titles. But compared to last 2 years, I think it's quite clear that there is an improvement. Now, if you want to see, you see it. If you don't want to see it, you don't see it. Depends in which way. I see that.
That was it.
Great. It's the same thing I've said before with Enzo, with like when he made like the comments about the like when we were playing against Legia Warsaw by going to Poland. Like, I understand the message he's trying to convey across. Like, he's not wrong. Technically speaking, it's an improvement, but it's like the way you word things. It's very important. Number one, just in life, but especially when you're a manager of a football club, the way you word things and the way you come across and present yourself is very important. It's why people, even though I was against it, it's why people came, like, were getting at Potter for all of the beta male bullshit and all that nonsense, because he didn't have great body language or whatever fucking nonsense it was, right? What he said there, like I said, it's not wrong, but, like, you can say, like, it's just you don't say that at Chelsea. Like, you wouldn't say that at Man United either. You wouldn't say that. I'll be real. You wouldn't say that at Tottenham.
Amran, I would say Amran would be saying that right now. I'll be very honest.
Yeah, no. He might. Amran might say that. Guess what? He'll get clowned on because, like, the situation, the reality, like I said, he is right. There is an improvement. Technically speaking, we are better this season than we were last season in terms of league position, currently speaking, and across the season. But there are certain things you don't need to say because A, it's kind of given, and B, it was like I don't know who asked the question or mentioned it then. Like, the season hasn't finished. We could finish 7th this season. That's a whiff worse than last season if we finish 7th. Because ultimately, as much as we shit on Poch, and I think rightly so, he finished 6th. If we finish 7th under Maresca, none of the rest of the season matters. Like, it's why we clown Arsenal for being first for 200 and something days and finishing 2nd. It's like, if we, what was it called? It's why we clown either Tottenham or Arsenal, I can't remember which, for finishing 3rd.
Oh, you just took my point, actually.
It was Spurs. But you know,
cool.
this
Spurs finished 3rd in a 2-horse race when it was Leicester won the title, and we clown them because it doesn't matter what you do the whole season if you finish like shit. No one remembers. It's the same reason why no one remembers who finishes 2nd in a cup final, because no one gives a fuck. It's who wins it.
I'm just saying, like, just say if we don't get top 5, it's a failure.
Yeah,
I hear all the other stuff. Say it.
No, but you know what it is when it comes to the Maresca thing, like, look, I get what he's trying to do in it because he's not wrong, but at the same time, like, it's not about how you start, how you finish, as Scott said. And it's funny because I feel like, you know what it is? I feel like he's seeing that the fans are getting onto him. And to be fair, the fan base have gone onto him a lot recently. Like, they've given him a lot of shit. And I'm not one of them because I believe the issues at Chelsea are bigger than Maresca. But the fan base recently have really got onto him and basically said, yeah, you know what, listen, we're not having you. And it seems like anything he does, they're just not going to give him praise. So for that reason, I think it's gone to a point where he's having to try and defend himself in the media against the nonsense that's being said by
Because Scott, at the beginning of the video itself, he says, how many times do I have to answer this? That's the first thing he says. He says, I've said this, you've asked this question a few times. And like you said, Scott, he's said it before, maybe not in the best way. So at this point, he is fed up because week in, week out, if we win or we lose, he's going to be asked about top 4 being the thing. And he is saying at this point, he even said, have we improved from last season? Yes. Do we need to stay in this position? Yes. Would I be happy in we get top 5? Yes. Is it still good enough for Chelsea? No, because he says, I want to compete for titles. So he still knows that top 5 is still not good enough in the long run, which is next year or whatever you may think.
Hang on.
So I don't have an issue with this. I even saw in the comments some guys saying, "Oh, Willie Caballero, since he's going to be in charge of the Everton game, now Nkunku might show up." Someone in this comment section right now was saying that about
That's
tuning.
crazy. You know what? Some
So that's what I'm saying. So if I get you, if you Scott and the panel, besides Alex, has been a bit more. I know Alex just doesn't like the style of play, so that's fine. But other than that, I know we're more balanced. But the rest of the Chelsea fan base has turned because they're like, "Oh, this is exactly how Lewis said at the start of the season. This is exactly how Sarri turned out. Sarri won us Europa. We got top 4, but people are still complaining because of the style of play, because it's too slow, and so on and so forth." Lewis called this out before we were even second place. Lewis called this in the before the first game of the season when Maresca.
I called it when Maresca joined.
Yeah, exactly. And Scott, he's seen as it's not his fault, but I understand why the fan base feels like this. I get it. He's a vessel for the fan base of the ownership. They're more, I think, so fed up with the ownership, but Maresca is a vessel for them. So like in the start of the season, we were losing to Man City, and so the first 20 minutes of the season, he was getting booed in his first game.
This is also why we've just seen a briefing drop from Matt Law about 6 reasons why they're going to give Maresca more time.
So
it's like on that because I've only just got the 6 points now.
Like he in the quote, he says, "I want to be in this position. Like I want to get top 4." He's just saying we can't not say we're not conceding 60 goals this season, like we were last season. Statistically, we're thinking we're going to win against Everton, so we would be 3 points away from tying the season before with 4 games and 4 games to go after Everton.
But yeah, these are the 6 reasons that Matt Law's briefed as to why they're giving Maresca more time. Has to learn on the job. Coaching changes have left an incoherent squad that suit different styles. Club World Cup means it's unfeasible to appoint any new coach in time for the Club World Cup. Maresca's first half of the season will be factored just as much as the poor second half. They're giving consideration to injuries suffered to the squad with both strikers being injured. Sense that the club's asked too much from him in terms of changing the playing style, committing to a young player policy and qualifying for the UCL in the first year. And also just a basic Conference League quote, which I'm just not going to bother with.
Yeah, and most of those are who? It's the director's fault. They're the ones who didn't back him in the window. They're the ones who took away players from him in the window. They're the ones who switched from a style of play that was Poch, which was run and gun, to a more possession style of football. So 5 out of the 6 things are the director's fault, not on Maresca, because they're the ones who hired a manager who plays possession style compared to a guy who was run and gun last season. They're the ones who didn't back him. They're the ones who gave him an even younger squad, and it might be an even younger squad next season, as you were saying, Scott, last stream, because certain players are going to go. It looks like Batty Shields staying, but Tosin might leave, based on today's reports. So the squad's going to get younger.
Hey, Return of the Rudiger. It's not even about being lawyers. It's about actually trying to.
I just disagree.
How about just instead of disingenuous statements like that, you argue the point?
Bro, it's not even about being lawyers.
Please.
My thing is this, right? It doesn't matter how many times you're asked the question, you answer. You're a Chelsea manager. And this is easy work for you compared to what Tuchel was being asked when he was manager. What Jose was being like, it was like, we can't act like this is the worst the manager has had in terms of questions being asked. He's been treated with kid gloves this entire season till now, where now they're asking him questions. If we don't finish top 4, is it going to be fucked up? We're getting guys getting dumb questions. When we were getting sold, how many dumb questions was Tuchel getting every fucking press conference? Was he in there crying or something? Like, oh, guys.
Yeah, but Jose was getting dumb questions because we were 10th.
I've answered this 250 times, guys. No, Jose got dumb questions every time he was at Chelsea, even when he was winning. Yeah, he was an arrogant asshole, but he could back it up. Yeah, I'm going to talk shit to you guys in the media, but I'm going to win in this weekend as well, just so you know. So it's a give and take. You don't want that kind of relationship with the media because you're not going to survive it, Maresca. You're not built for that. You're not built.
It's just another example of him learning on the job, though.
You're not built for that because once you start doing that, instead of just answering it and say, "Yeah, it might be a failure," but I think we've done a lot better. Now you're putting it back on the media member, asking them, "Don't you think it's an improvement?" If you don't want to see it, then you don't want to see it. All right, big up. I'm gonna start watching you a lot more close. Or do we think that he's been asked harsh questions throughout this entire season? Is that the opinion that any of us have? They've been chilling on him the whole season.
I wouldn't say that. I would say they've been on his ass since Feb.
They haven't been on his ass.
Especially March especially.
Nah, even earlier with the whole title race talk, innit?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, they've been on his ass. Do you know how many times they're trying to goad him into saying that we were going to challenge for the league? And that was in November, December. Trying to goad him.
The thing is, now, you see, one thing about Chris.
I returned the Rudiger. No one's going to say no to a big upgrading job. Just wanted to.
No, do you know what's funny? Even with the Maresca thing and the title race thing, the thing is, I even said at the time he handled it badly in the sense of, these guys, they're all better than us and this and that. What I would have said is, listen, you know what, we'll just take it game by game, see where we go from there. And if we're in and around the same position in the next few weeks or whatever, then hopefully we'll get there. I would have said something like that, give a political answer. Where he fucked up, in my opinion, was where he was now basically saying, you know what, there's no point even trying at this point because you're not as good as these guys, etc., etc. That's where he fucked up. But the rest of the questions are being asked, bro, it's just lazy journalism, I'll be real, because man are saying this and that, and okay, yes, he's not responding in the most, calm, cool, and collected way possible, but at the same time, like, I get it because he's getting all this shit from the fan base who are not trying to give him a chance at all. Like, guys wanted Maresca out from the minute the Ipswich beat us 2-0 at their gaff.
No, you could say they wanted him out the second he was the manager. First game of the season, we're getting boost for losing to Man City. What are we talking about?
Bro, they all wanted him, and it's funny because, like, do you know what it is?
Hold on. Let's not do that. These guys don't know this manager from anywhere.
Yeah, but you give him more than but you give him more than one. No, but you give him the first game of the season. You give him at least a few games before your Maresca. You were booing him the first game of Man City, which was Man City.
Do you know what's mad? Like, listen, I'm gonna tell you what's saying, innit? I personally, a lot of people seem to love.
I don't think that's relevant to him answering this question wrong.
No, that's not what we're talking about. No, we're talking about just in general.
We're talking about this fan base in general, not
because CP, you know what's funny? CP, I'm gonna tell you a little secret, right? I have never been a fan of the style of football that Maresca and all these so-called possession-heavy managers play. I'm just not someone who enjoys watching it. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say that I love it. However, at the same time, I also, I don't like the stupidity with some of these fans where basically they're like, we're not going to give you a chance. We're just going to be like, fuck you. From the first minute, we're going to boo you. We're not even going to give you our support. We're not going to let you, show yourself first and then decide whether or not we're with you or against you. And what's funny is these same divs who are now saying, we're fully against you, were the guys who are saying, we've got our Chelsea back, no, Enzo, and he comes from Italy.
And everyone's fans suck argument. This is boring. Like, we do this all
but there is more to add to this. No, because this. No, we get that, but we're also talking about
the media, especially when they've treated you with kid gloves most of the fucking season.
I wouldn't say they've been treating him with kids gloves.
He's been chilling, bro. He's been chilling.
He's not been chilling.
He's been chilling.
They've been on him at least since Feb.
Yeah, okay.
Because that's when we lost our strikers. That's when we had.
Matt Law been writing articles about him like he was Tuchel?
Sorry?
Has Matt Law been writing articles about him like he was Tuchel? Have those guys been putting out articles and stuff that's going on? This is what's going on behind the scenes. This is what's happening between the players. This is what's this. None of that shit has been happening. You get asked one question during the press conference: are you making top four? Is it a failure? Is it a target? That's it. Why are we acting like this guy's been? What are we doing here?
He might have been asked it before, to be fair. That might have been why.
No, he said he's been asked this multiple times. That's why he's
like people writing articles about you every week about what's going on behind the scenes, or the young players hate him, or what's he doing with training, or there's a discontent. Even Lampard, that's was coming out. There's a discontent between the old guys and the young guys. There's this, there's that. All that was happening with Chelsea. Rudiger was getting articles. None of that shit is happening right now. He's being soft. That's what he's being. Just answer the question and move on.
I think he's feeling the pressure from the overall fan base as well. It's not just you're saying the media, but if you're getting questions for even winning games, how you're winning games, then what's the freaking point?
Yeah, but I just want to add something quickly, which is that the reality is, guys, he's gonna get asked this question, bro, week in. He's gonna get asked this question, bro, week in, week out. Whether we like it or not, bro, he's gonna get this question week in, week out. You can say this week, but the CP next week is getting asked the same question if we win, lose, or draw to Everton. The same question that he asked him. So
yeah, and he's going to say this, and but Ahmed, here's the thing: he's going to say the same thing he's always been saying, which is it's an improvement for last season, but we still want to be in a Champions League place, and we want to stay in a Champions League place. And then everyone's going to get upset with the same answer because he gave the same answer last week, and then he's giving the same answer this week, and people are having the same outrage. So what's the point? He's giving the same answer every week, which is he's saying again because we were pissed off of him. We were pissed off at him at Legia Warsaw for basically saying the same thing, which was we're in a better position than last season.
I agree with you. There is
this or that, or not going to get him these players or that player. We know they're not getting them Oshimen or anything next year. Next year is not going to be a lot easier than this. Develop that kind of relationship if you own with the fucking media. It's not going to end well for you. It's not ending well for any manager.
He can't develop it because they hated him from the start. The only time they liked him was when we were second.
The media doesn't give a fuck about him. I'm talking about the media, not the fan.
Yeah, the media. I was gonna say there is a way, and it's funny, by the way. There is a way you handle the media, especially in England. The best person to look at outside of the obvious is Pep. Go look at the way Pep handles the media. Like he'll get asked questions multiple times. He'll get asked stupid questions. He'll get asked daft questions, and more often than not, he handles them pretty well.
This season, not so much, but I get you in general.
Yeah, like when what was that question where the meme comes from? We will be there. We will be there, or whatever. Like he gets asked when he got asked about the Aguero thing, and he's doing all the crying stuff, and then Aguero like fucks off and he wins the league.
We cannot replace him.
Yeah, we cannot replace him. I will win the league title without him, though. Like that, it's how you handle the media because we already know the media in England is bullshit and whatnot, and like we know that's the case. But I've said it too many times, and others have said it. As the season has gone on, his media handling skills have dropped considerably. It's not work. He has no idea how to word his. He has no idea how to communicate things in a way that doesn't make him come across like he's a bit in it. Yeah, like he's a bit stupid, basically, or like he doesn't really know what he's doing, or he's out of his depth, and he might be out of his depth. But you have to like fake it till you make it. For fuck's sake, like just. If you can't find a good way of wording something, just all you have to say, because I agree with you that in terms of he keeps saying asked this, just say, like just do a short, like whatever you want to say, just do. I'll butcher this. I won't be able to find something good, but like I same answer as last time. Same answer as last time. That's all you have to say. You don't have to reiterate.
Scott. In this clip, if Lewis can play it, he said same answer. Okay. He's saying I said this a few weeks ago, and then the editor, the journalist was like, "What is it?" He basically told them to recite it again. Lewis can play the clip. In the beginning of the clip, he said multiple times. Ask him.
He's changing the quote there, though. He's changing the quote.
Can you play the first 10 seconds? No, play it.
He's changing the quote, literally.
Yeah, so he said, I gave you the same answer last week, and then he's like, what is it?
No, before you do, by the way, do you know what also doesn't help? Because Daniel just mentioned this. These questions aren't being asked if he didn't, in an interview he did, say that top 4 isn't a target this season. He said those words this season.
That is fair. Yep.
You don't say those words. He doesn't get these questions. Because again, certain things when you work for Chelsea or United or City are a given. You shouldn't be saying our target is not top 4. Because then you get these
questions. And we all know Chelsea to be a top 4 team. We're going to keep asking you about it. You're giving us a story to ask. But if they ask, they just answer the question and be chill. Like, I mean, that's
the one thing Yeah, the one thing you don't want, bro. Yeah, the one thing you don't want.
I'm only talking about
when your team,
right
when you're in a position of weakness, bro, and in particular when you're like a top team, bro, you don't want to be you don't want to be given these sort of questions, bro, and these sort of answers because they can sense your weakness, bro. These guys, they will smell it, bro. They'll smell it from a mile away and they start putting on pressure on you, bro.
No, I get it. Okay, so no, wait, people are saying what's going on with this Maresca defense league or whatever. I'm saying he's giving you literally the same for the past month now. Scott can say this because he was pissed a month ago casually about this. He's saying the same exact quote week in, week out, and the fan base is coming up with the same outrage. You guys you heard the tweet. He said the same shit for Legia Warsaw. So why are you pissed? Him saying it again now. So now I understand that he has changed his stance from we're not a top 4 side to we need to get top 4, but he changed that tone around mid-Feb to early March. So now the stance has been we've been playing well, we're progressing. I want to be in Champions League spot, all that stuff. I want to be in this position. I want to be in this position at the end of the season. Is it good enough for Chelsea? No. Would I be happy with this position for this season? Yes. Is it good enough for the long run? No. So why are people having the same outrage today as they were with Legia Warsaw? He's giving you the same thing for almost 2 months now. So why are we pissed like we're hearing it for the first time?
He's given a non-answer, but he's suggesting top 4 doesn't matter because we've improved from last year. That's the suggestion. That's what he wants to say. If that's what you want to say, then say it. But then that's going
no. I think he's saying because he can
answer the question by itself. If they're going to keep you because we've improved, that's cool. But that's not what they're asking. Is top 4 a target? Yes or no? That's basically their question. Because if you don't get top 4, then is it a failure? It doesn't matter if you've improved from 15th to 6th. If your target was top 4 and you don't get there, you failed at that target.
Yeah. And the part, you know what is CP? A part of the problem is like you're saying he's saying it like this and saying like that. Part of the problem, bro, is that we're now having to do like inferences. We have to break down it word by word.
No, but we don't have to do inferences. He's literally saying it. He's saying no. He literally said in this quote too. It is we're playing better than last season. Do I want to stay in? We've been in a top 5 position for the most of the season. Do I want to stay in top 5? Yes. Do I want to end the season at top 5? Yes. Would I be happy with that? Yes. Is it good enough for Chelsea? No, because we need to compete for leagues.
So it's top 4. It's from what then? It's top 4.
That's what I'm saying. What happens?
It's top 4.
No. So he's saying he wants to. He's saying for most of the season we've been top 5, right? So great. Then he says, do I want to stay in top 5? Yes. Do I want to end the season in top 5? Yes. Would I be happy for this season? Yes. Is that good for he said, but I would not be, it's not good enough for Chelsea in terms of the long run because we are supposed to be competing for leagues.
In his response to the question, he also said Chelsea has already improved from last year. How many times have Chelsea been in the Champions League in the last 2 years? And his answer was, at this year, we were in the Champions League most of the season. He's adding more things to it.
Okay.
Yes, that if we don't make top 4, we've already improved. It's already better. There's no, but if that's what you want to say, then come out and say that.
One thing I will say also is that listen, he's also getting PR answers, right? Like they are going to help him out in terms of like the answers that he can give to the media. So that also does play a part. He's not going to necessarily speak his mind. This is not like last season when listen, even though I don't really like him. Poch was then basically speaking his mind towards the end. He's not gonna say how he feels. Like, if we're being honest too, so I'm not really sure.
Ahmed, I'm actually glad you brought up Poch because I'll be real, and I think rightly so. If Poch said this quote, we'd be cooking him.
Yeah, I know, bro. I was cooking him, bro.
We did cook him.
We used to cook him.
Because he kept coming out with bullshit like this, and I said this like a month ago, like CP says, when Maresca has started saying stuff like this, it's giving me a whiff of Poch because like I said, so much of this could be fixed if you just worded things better or you didn't say certain things earlier on in the season. If you don't say certain things earlier on in the season, this doesn't become an issue because these questions probably don't get asked. Or if they do get asked, you can say certain things that like aren't going to be taken as badly. Like I said, he's going to ask these questions because he said literally in January or December, when asked in an interview if the target was top 4, he said, no, it's not this season, next season. And then he had to come out, like, what was it, a month or 2 later and say, no, target is top 4 now because the backlash. Because it's like, then you're going to get these stupid questions. So I've got no sympathy for him. At the end of the day, like I said, if he's going to become a top manager, he has to get better at dealing with them.
No, I'm not talking about sympathy for him. I'm talking about why as a fan base. I'm talking about the fan base in specific, acting like this is the first time they've heard him say this when he's been saying the exact same thing for the past month. That's all I'm saying.
But
Why
see,
is the outrage almost like it's
to your
fresh?
point, if somebody says something 20 times and all 20 times they say something you don't like, you're not gonna like it still. Like, it doesn't matter how many times he says it.
No, but why they pretend like it's the first time? The way they're if you heard it, then you're like, no, but then you could just
top 4 isn't a target, then he's putting the pressure on whoever's making the targets, right? Top 4 isn't a target. I'm good. We've improved from last season. We go again next season and we try to make top 4. If that's what you're saying, because he's saying that, but also saying, but we have to make top 5, and I'm not happy because I want to challenge, and but if that's your point, then just make that your point.
I just think what also makes it worse. Like, we know that the club needs what wants to get and needs to get top 4, and then he's coming out with quotes like this. So, like, you know what I mean? It's almost like you know what I mean? It's not making sense, isn't it? How can you be saying this, but we know this is also happening at the same time? Like, the math is not mathing, if that makes sense.
No,
I'm
but
sure
I think
he wants to make top 4, because anybody with pride or who's a manager wants to make top 4, especially at Chelsea. That's probably his personal thing. Maybe the club doesn't care if he makes top 4.
I think so. It's more so that because remember we got all those articles them saying we don't need top 4 for the season. I think it's a club stance that gradually changed, right? Because isn't it? Because we've heard Maresca talk about this since March, and isn't it early in? Because when we were second in the league, they said that our objectives are going to change based on how we assess in March. Remember that article, guys? Remember that how in March we were going to assess, and we're like, why are you assessing in March? You should be assessing now, so then we can buy people in the winter and push for the league when we were second, right? So maybe they had their assessment in March, and now they're like, we can't do the stupid stance of we're not top 4, whatever nonsense. We have to get top 4 this season, and that's when Maresca changed his tune, and that's when the PR from the club also changed too.
But
we want top 4.
If I'm not mistaken, you can. But CP, if I'm not mistaken, you can correct me. But if I'm not mistaken, like a lot of the clubs like front of shirt sponsor deals and stuff like that predicated on them getting top 4. So like that's always been the aim, no? Because the reason we don't have
no, because if you remember the beginning of the season, they remember in the press conference he said our target isn't top 4.
No, not him. I'm talking about the actual club.
No, even the club. The club was saying midway through the season when we were second, our target quote unquote isn't top 4. Remember, and then when we were second, there was this.
I remember him saying that at the time, but then
there was also PR of the club. That's what it was. What the hell's going on?
I think what Ahmed's saying is like it doesn't add up, because then if top 4 isn't a target, why are the sponsors we're looking at, which require us to get top 4 to get being reported on? Like, I know why.
I'm saying the club has changed their strategy in PR, and that's why Maresca is also reflecting that about now. Early in the season, that's what I'm saying.
That's fair, but like, I don't see how they've changed their approach in terms of PR, because like, you should have just not said it. And like I said, so
I agree with that. No, I'm saying they should have never said top 4 is not our target, because we all as a fan base knew that was a bold-faced lie. But them saying that earlier in the season was stupidity on their end. As a club,
it was easy to say that because we were second. No one thought we would fall out of the top 4 race. Yeah. So it was easy to say then.
Exactly.
General, like under any circumstance, not because of where we were, not because of the club we're at, not because of, like I said, like every sponsor we've been told we are looking at as getting a sponsor requires us, I think, to get top 4.
Yeah.
For the amount that we want,
that we're holding out for, the amount that the club wants. You're spot on.
Requires us to get top 4.
I'm putting this more on. I'm putting this whole mess more on the club as a PR standpoint, more than Maresca. That's what my thing is. People in the chat, I'm blaming the club, including the directors, including whoever it is, on this nonsense, because they're the ones who had the PR in the beginning of the season, and I obviously told Maresca to have the stance of top 4 is not our target when we were second, and then flip-flop mad with around March, and that's when Maresca changed his tune too.
It's all just a bit like,
I'm just blaming the people higher up who are controlling the narrative of the club as a whole more than Maresca.
What's been the bigger problem?
That's what I'm saying. He's not the problem for me. I'm blaming the bigger problem, which is
you know what that means? This is another yes man. Sorry.
Yes, the thing is, we already knew he was a yes man. We all knew he was a yes man.
Come on.
Sorry, CP.
You are
Sorry,
never
CP.
going to work at Chelsea if that's what you are. I'm sorry. It's just never going to happen. Because there's certain decisions that you have to make that are going to be on you if it fails, that you just have to make. Like, that's just the way it goes. So if this is how he is, he's blowing with the wind, he doesn't know how to put the messaging out, blah 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 blah. If you like, don't play a game with the media if you're not media savvy. Just come out and just be honest. I'll say nothing. Don't try to put
the whole narrative on Maresca, as Ahmed I think is going to agree with, was that he was a yes man when we first got him. No, that was the whole narrative.
Daniel, I'm pretty sure you remember. Like when we sat Poch, what was the thing they were saying? They wanted a manager that was willing to do a collaborative, work with them. So that was a yes man. No. So
I was cool with the collaborative. I don't want my manager to. There's a certain backbone that you have to have.
But we know,
and he doesn't have it. Obviously,
there's a difference between being collaborative and being a yes man. Like for example, Ancelotti was collaborative. He wasn't a yes man.
Yes, but Scott, we know under this ownership what that means. That's what we're saying. That's what that's what before we got him.
I'm just going with what Ahmed said. Basically, like, yes, we wanted someone collaborative, and I think we've always wanted that. Because that's how it has to work to be successful. Like you see that at City, Liverpool at the moment, like all the top teams, it's a collaborative effort with everyone at the football club. The issue here, and I'll agree, we were wrong in the summer, when we were talking about, and we've been wrong about these owners and talking in terms, from my point of view, talking about yes men, because, like I said, you can the way Maresca has acted this season. The way Maresca has acted this season and the words he's using in this, he is just a mouthpiece. That's all he is. There's no, there seems to be no. All of his decisions seem to have at least some veil of the owners or someone else behind the scenes having some sort of either say or some sort of influence or something. Nearly every decision he makes at this point and everything he says. So
the thing is, Scott, we know the problem when we hear about Chelsea, bro, and we hear the word collaborative, we know what that means. This is not maybe what your average club
managers we were linked with.
But the average manager that we were linked to at the time were guys that were green managers essentially. McKenna himself, only Thomas Frank was the one that was, you can maybe argue, has the most experience, and even then, he's a mid-table manager of all due respect. So this is not surprising to me. This is why, whenever we talk about Maresca, I'm not really here for the chat, because I know what I'm getting with Maresca. I know what he is. Exactly. So this, for me, there's no point of me arguing about what Maresca is or is not, because the sheet was written at Leicester and the sheet is still the same at Chelsea.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
Well, for those of us who didn't know what he was and we're keeping an open mind, this is how we're realizing this guy cannot be Chelsea manager. Regardless.
That's fair enough, Daniel. That's fair enough, Daniel.
Because if I knew everything you said, I would have been Maresca out from the fucking jump. I didn't know that. I thought, okay, listen, he has, because the way he came out and he was speaking, okay, he has a little bit of backbone, right? I can take what you guys are saying, but
I'll be real. I'm surprised you didn't see this coming.
I'm going to have a view of this is what I want to do as a manager. This is how I want to play.
The managers were linked with.
I want this. I want that. That's why I gave him a chance. If I knew he was this, I'm Maresca out. I'm
surprised you didn't know that already, bro. But Scott, which comment?
Bring up Vastaror's second to last comment. Some of you men are thick as shit. One before.
Oh yeah.
No, it fucking doesn't. Like I said, there are plenty of managers who are collaborative but not yes men. It's because they don't work with morons.
But I think Vastaror is saying for Chelsea. I think whatever, however you pronounce. I think he's saying with regards to in the Chelsea context, it does mean yes man, because as Ahmed said, all the managers we were linked with after Poch were green managers who were quote unquote collaborative. Of course, they're gonna be collaborative when they've been managing for 2 to 3 years, and McKenna and Maresca. Insert name here.
That's true. You're right.
Besides Thomas Frank.
Right. What besides Thomas Frank, a manager who's had 1 year of management really give?
Yeah, 1 to 2 years. What are you going to do? Even McKenna too.
Of course, you'd be a yes man. All right, so that's
what I'm saying. So why are we acting? So all these facts that we're saying about Maresca, why are we surprised about it now? That's what I'm asking. People were people.
We would have
people were calling him a yes man in the beginning of the season. People were calling him. But people were calling him a yes man in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, no, but no, CP, they were calling me yes man, and like straight away, based on no facts, no figures, no literally nothing, based off nothing. Like he hadn't made any comments. He hadn't.
No. I think also part of it was because it's Clear Lake.
I expected him to be one.
It's Winstanley. Yeah, thank you. It's Winstanley and Stewart.
The whole reason why they
young manager.
The whole reason the situation of Poch, obviously, just even before we go on the pitch, off the pitch went wrong, was because of the fact that he wasn't yes man, bro. He was demanding for stuff, and they were saying, "No, you got to listen to us."
I want to keep Gallagher. I want to keep Chalobah. I want control over transfers and a contract extension.
Yes,
I'm glad we get a contract.
I agree with that.
I go back to what Daniel said. Like those of us that were keeping an open mind about him, like hope that even like again, because what the hope was, and it might have been hoping, it might have been false hope, whatever, was that he might be collaborative. Like he'll work with them in terms of like he might not get all the say on the transfers in terms of obviously the João Felix thing, but it's like cool. He's still going to be his own man and be able to make his own decisions with the players he's picking and like what he's doing on the pitch and, you know, tactically speaking and whatever, right? But even that, like, and with targets and stuff, we're seeing even that across the season is not the case. Because, like, you can have not much say in transfers and still work collaboratively and still have your own thoughts and feelings and still, like, do everything I just said. But, the fact is, like, the whole Sanchez thing, these fucking comments, the constant changing of targets all the time, like it's everything, like the whole season. So that's why for me, like I think he's a yes man now because it's across the whole season of stuff he's done has shown that he has no control over anything.
I get you had to see it first.
100%.
That's fair. That's fair enough. I ain't gonna knock you down for not calling it from.
And I'll be real, it's stuff. Sorry, Lewis, it's stuff like the whole Chalobah thing. Like, how the fuck is he leaving in January or summer in the summer? Sorry, because he doesn't fit the system. He comes back, like you recall him from loan, and your first press conference, you talk about him being suiting the system. Like I know that's bullshit. We got rid of him because
in July he was talking about how we have 5 better centre backs. I hear it.
But now he fits the system. Like it's those comments. You're like, okay, this is all bullshit. Like you're literally like you're a puppet. That's what you are. You got someone's hand up your ass.
People are saying now, and I'm seeing some people in the comments saying now, well, you should have known that. But when he was saying that back then, you were agreeing with it and you were believing that he actually meant that. What if we're saying, yo, why Chalobah not even going on preseason? Well, didn't you hear what the manager says? He doesn't suit the system. So you believed it.
Yep.
Now you're mad at us for actually believing it too. When he said it. It was bullshit. You can't have it both ways. It can't be I shouldn't be here or this guy shouldn't blah 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 because the manager said this. And then now it's like, why did you believe the manager when he said that? Obviously, you should have known he was lying. Huh? Then why were you backing him if you knew he was lying? Why'd you back him?
Honestly, for me, it was because I didn't think Chalobah was no needle mover for me to cry about it. I was like, you want to get rid of Chalobah? Yeah, whatever then.
Yeah, he's shown it now when he's come back too. It's not like he's moving mad needles either, to be honest. So.
That's what I was indifferent about it.
In reality, the biggest difference in this team from last season to this is Disasi's not in it. People don't want to say it.
And Silva.
I mean, it's a lot better this year. Silva was washed last year.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying Disasi was starting most of the games. Terrible guy. Kobe wasn't play center back. He was playing left back. He was shit too, but. Yeah, Disasi was the main center back.
Rudiger, this was in July, isn't it?
Back into the team. So Chalobah's not great, but he's better than Disasi, bro.
If who?
Chalobah's not great, but he's better than Disasi. Like Disasi.
Yeah, he's definitely better than Disasi. There's no denying that. Yeah.
Sorry, did that come out of Ahmed's mouth?
Listen, that was me being objective. This is me being objective. Chill out, man.
When he's saying all these guys are better for my team than Chalobah, I was confused. I was like, but I believe you. Because I'm not posting these guys. They're not better than Chalobah. I'm not saying Chalobah is great. I want a world-class center back. He's not close. He's not even close to that. But he's better than Tosin. He's better than Disasi. He's better than Badi Oshimen. It's facts.
But she was saying, so how did that happen?
You just didn't say anything because we wanted to get rid of him for pure profit.
Because we wanted to, and that's where it's. I was thinking like there's a part to that where it's like, yes, there's certain players that maybe they're youth players you've never seen play. They haven't been useful for your team. I guess for those, you just like, you want to sell them for your pure profit, sell them. But if it's a guy that you want to use, you can't hold your breath just because you want to be a yes man. Because you've been playing, he's played the second most.
That was the thing with the Sanchez situation. You can see he's a problem. Just drop the brother.
Yep.
Yeah, but the moment he didn't drop him, man, we all knew what the game was.
Yeah, and it's just comments, and it all comes back to just the stuff he says.
CJ.
Like it was more, but it's just more his comments again, like his comments about we had to take. It wasn't like you could have said we dropped Sanchez because he wasn't good enough. It was no, we dropped Sanchez because he needed a bit of time to himself and to clear his head. Clear what? The fuck are you talking about? Clear his head. He was shit. You dropped him. That's fine.
Clear his head.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, I'm the first one to always cook Sanchez, and the thing is, with him, you got Tweedledee and you got Tweedledum, so doesn't help you there as well. I'll be honest.
As Tweedledumbest. One sec. Big up to WL Tovu with the super chat saying whether he's saying his feelings or is a mouthpiece for the board. These comments are making excuses for if we don't qualify for the UCL. He's just tried to explain it too much. And I'm guessing it's part of the factor of him getting the question so much. But ultimately, if we don't get top 5, it is a failure. That's it.
What I'm expecting why hope happens, and I don't know if it will, like if we don't make top 5, God forbid, like I expect him, if he gets this question, because he will, or get this sort of question, I expect him to answer it honestly in terms of it's not good enough. I don't want him making these fucking excuses, because if he does, he just makes it worse than himself. Like I expect him to come and say it wasn't a good, like it's not good enough, it was a failure, but we move on. We move on to next season and we look forward. Like that should be what he says.
I agree.
If it's anything other than that, then...
Yeah, like Lewis, why I gave the backbone thing is like as a manager next summer, going into the summer, experiencing what you've experienced in this summer. This is where like you have to be like, yo, I don't want the lap. I don't want Eka TK or
I think he wants the lap.
No, he wants the lap because he worked with him.
Yeah, he wants the lap. But that's the problem, Daniel, bro. This is what happens when you bring in these type of guys. These are the results you got to expect.
That's why. Yeah, this is why I don't believe in any of those reasons. Oh, he's learning on the job. If you want the lap, you haven't learned. You haven't learned. You want the lap, but you want a challenge for the league. That's what I'm supposed to believe both of those things. Those two things, I'm supposed to believe both of them. You want the lap, but you want a challenge for the league. Because you're not happy that Chelsea isn't.
When you bring in a manager like Maresca, you're gonna find yourself with the mentality of like mid-level players. So the Labs, Jamie Vardy's of the world and people like that. It's not good enough, bro.
My point is that listen, I don't understand how people can believe we're going to be competing next season when the reality in front of us is if you look at 90% of our targets, bro, they themselves need another 2 seasons, to get to, if everything goes well, to get to that level. So I'm not sure why I'm expecting to be competing next season when I know that's not going to be happening.
Bro, and you know what it is too? Like you're gonna have players looking at who your manager is. And most of these, big name players might be like, who the fuck is Maresca? Like, nah, I'm good. I'd rather go play for a different, big name than this guy. And then we're going to come back to the Delups and Seskos and these guys. So it's just, bro, unfortunate.
Yeah. You know what's jokes about Sesko as well is I saw recently he's up to like 14 league goals or like 15 league goals. And I guarantee people will be coming back around going, oh, look, he's scoring regularly now.
Shit, bro, you're supposed to score 30 in that league.
Plus at the club. Can't wait for that, man. Oh.
That's shit. I'm sorry. Maybe it's just a coincidence that every time I watch him, I just see average ball play. And it's like, I don't know. Can you guys just tell?
Oh, shit, he's not even 14.
If you want a really great striker, you can just tell the way they move on the ball. Like, we were watching Costa at Atletico before he came to Chelsea. He wasn't looking like this kind of guy. This guy's trash.
Bro, you're scoring 14 goals in the Bundesliga. Timo Werner scored.
Oh no, I was wrong, by the way. By the way, I was wrong. It's not 14. He's got the same amount of league goals. He's got the same amount of league goals for Leipzig that Liam Delap has for Ipswich.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I'd rather go with if them were the two options. I'd rather go with a guy who's
He's
played
got 12 in
Premier
29
League.
games for Leipzig, bro.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, those are my options. You might as well get the lap. You might as well get the lap. Those are the options. The Sesko doesn't move me at all.
Nope.
Sesko just power shot, man. That's what he is, bro.
Any on some good wages too.
Fuck knows.
Probably is Leipzig.
Oh, only 90k. Okay.
Oh, only.
I thought it was going to be on double that or something because I know he got a new contract last summer.
We're just waiting to hit on a random young striker. Just hope it.
Who knows? Just before they break out.
Yeah, that's worked out for Chelsea in the past.
Yeah,
that's the most difficult area in our entire team for most of our history, and we're playing with it.
The what?
That's like we've had the most difficulty with strikers throughout Chelsea's history.
Yep.
Center mids, DMs,
That's
whatever.
the one position that solves so many problems if we get it right.
Like over the past 20 years, you can just think of three, like Drogba, Anelka, Costa. That's it.
Yeah.
And we've bought way more than three. We bought like 15.
It's also the one place on the pitch where you're required to spend money, and all we've tried to do is penny pinch in that position.
Yeah, fucking hell, bruv. Just get top 5 in it. Just get top 5.
Not necessarily including wages. I'm just talking like transfer values. Have we spent more on goalkeepers than we have on strikers at the football club?
Probably.
Since Clear Lake have come in, I'll say that much.
Yeah,
probably.
I think so.
Because we got Aubameyang free.
Free.
We got Kiyu for 5 million. We got Jackson
3 or 12 mil.
I thought he was free, but I could be wrong.
He was free.
10 million plus
We spent
Alonso.
10 million on him. We spent 5 million on Hiyu. We spent, I think, 37 on Jackson. That's 52. Yeah, we have. We spent more than that on like two goalkeepers.
Don't forget Datra Fafana for another 8.
Okay, cool. Then you had
15 million.
No, whatever it was. Then you had cool. You just had Petrovic on. There you go. So we spent more or the same amount.
And another 17 million for David Washington.
David.
And Aubameyang too.
Yeah, that's 10 million.
That's my winger, David, man. My striker, PO2 legend, man. PO2 legend. Let's go.
Daniel Giroud won't Clear Lake.
Yeah, that was before Clear Lake, bro.
Yeah, maybe I wasn't clear. Yeah, bro, that's terrible. How are you spending the same amount on goalkeepers that you are on strikers? And the fact is, we still need a goalkeeper. But like,
those are the balls.
Any pitching on the most expensive area in the pitch is jokes, and expecting to be good as well. I should add that is jokes. Like I don't understand.
Don't worry, Penders will be ready in a few years.
No, but even Scott, I wouldn't even say you have to spend the most money. Like there's Garasi and stuff that were like nothing we could have got. It's just again recruitment. It's being vigilant. You know what I'm saying? Like not like go for the experience when it's even cheap, dude. What are we doing?
Sorry,
yeah, but of course they're not gonna get Garasi. He's what 28 at the time.
No, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Is like that's why they're not doing it. Right?
There are some thick fucks in the chat. No offense. Some dude saying Arsenal and Liverpool finishing first and second with no striker. You're one stupid. You are one stupid motherfucker. Jesus Christ.
And also have the best defense in the league or top 2.
Yeah.
That's why we ain't got either of that.
And Liverpool, Salah's literally having the most crack season since Henry. So what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
buying the Gittens, man. Buying the Gittens is going to be changed the game, man. Buying the Gittens is going to change the game.
I can't believe the manager is telling me I want to compete and you're cool with the lap. You should be begging for Oshimen. You should tell him, listen, don't even get me anyone else. I just want him. If it's that deep, that's the way you go into a season. That's the other way you're gonna do well. If you get the lap, you're gonna be right here at the same spot next season, being frustrated because they're asking you questions. And then the owners are gonna definitely fire you because they're not gonna take the fucking blame. Why the fuck would they? When have owners ever taken the blame for anything in the history of anything? Like, oh, we're gonna say it's on us. No, we're just gonna fire you.
Shit. Big up Brendan saying, what team grew together and dominated world football?
There isn't one. It's never happened.
No, it has. It's called Man United, the '92 squad.
Sorry, the '92.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Those are the only two, but it's
Yeah, but
a
they grew
one-off.
together since they were kids. Like,
Yeah, so those are one-offs. Those are one-offs. That's not happening again.
And also, by the way, that wasn't even a whole team. That was like 5-6 players. Ajax didn't dominate world football.
No, I think maybe they're talking about past Ajax teams.
If you're
the 80s, and 30s, and 90s.
You got some teams here and there win, but not. We're talking about dominate. It's just really just
even Barcelona.
I'll be real. Even winning like top titles, it doesn't happen. Like basically ever. You talk about that, and also it doesn't happen again. People will name clubs where like, oh, Barca didn't do this with a whole squad. We just named the '92 team. They did that with like 5 players. What is that class? Is what 5-6 players?
No, Scott. If you look at it, Messi's from their academy. Victor Valdez is from their academy. Piqué Puyol is from their academy. Iniesta, Xavi, and Busquets are from their academy. You got like 8 players almost.
What year is this? What year are we talking?
Oh yeah,
this is like 2011 or like from 2009 because Busquets, because they got Piqué and Puyol the first time they won the champs with Messi, right? They had Xavi and Iniesta in that squad. Victor Valdez was still their goalkeeper, and Busquets was still in the squad. Yeah, since 2008 whenever they won the first time.
Let's have a look at this.
Like 7 or 8 of their squad was like Barca academy. I'm not even talking about their bench. It was like
hang on. You're talking that since 2008, yeah?
I think so.
Okay, cool. Victor Valdez, you're right, from the academy, was 27 at the time. Carlos Puyol was 31. Xavi 39. Iniesta 25. Messi was 21. My point with this isn't about getting, and the reason I said this, it's not about having players from the academy or whatnot. I'm talking about you're asking players of the same age to all develop and grow at the same time. That's what I'm talking about. That's never happened.
That never happens.
That's never happened in world football.
That actually never happens.
That's never happened. There has never been a club team that has all developed at the same age, at the same time, and won things, titles, and dominated. Never happened.
No.
People can talk about the
Barcelona thing. The Barcelona thing. They were all playing under the same system. That was the Barcelona thing.
Barcelona had players from multiple different
generations
and generations. I just named you guys there that have 6-year age gaps that came from the academy. Puyol and Messi, there is a 10-year age gap, but they both came from the academy, just different classes. I'm fine with doing that. We're talking, like I just said, our entire backline, bar like 2 players, are basically all the same age group. Our midfield are basically all the same age group. Our attackers, again, outside of a couple players, are all the same age group or a difference of like 2 years. That never happens. It's not it doesn't happen. Never happens. Not going to happen because you don't build a team like that.
That's why experience is more important coming in. Like, Asugo is cool. Like, that's cool. You spent 20 million on him. He's an upcoming Portuguese. But I would have gotten someone like an Anguissa. That's probably going to be a 2-time league winner, leaving. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of experience that'll be coming in. More experience just speeds up the process.
Okay.
And laugh. That's going to be a 2-time league winner that this guy's laughing at. The clown. It's not about him being great. He's not coming in to start. Asugo instead of him. Wouldn't that make sense? Why do I need another player to develop?
The experience had. I think people don't understand like the necessity of experience.
You guys not understand like. Yeah. You think he's coming in to start and be the? You already have Santos and Enzo and Caicedo and Lavia. Yep. But why do I need Asugo as well?
Exactly.
Asugo's bigger. All right, we'll see.
I think he's the backup for Caicedo because Lavia is not a real person. I'm not counting him as existing.
Yeah, no. I think the point is like
our midfield's fine now.
Backup to Caicedo shouldn't be someone younger than him.
Agreed. That I agree on.
You'd be someone older who is happy to just soak up minutes here and there, who in the moments that like excuse me, in the moments that like Caicedo needs a bit of help or needs a bit of like an arm around the shoulder, whatever, or like experience for lack of a better term, and Giese gives him that. Like, yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna replace Caicedo with a Sugo who's got less experience, is younger, like hasn't played as much, hasn't played to the same level. Like, that's stupid because the games we're going to ask a Sugo to play, if we get where we want to get, are still going to be of a high enough level. Like, it's still going to be a high level. It's not like we're asking him to play Conference League games. He probably end up maybe if we end up in the Conference League again. But like, if we get where we want to get, he's not playing Conference League. He's playing Champions League. He's playing league games, but against the lower teams. But it's still in the Premier League. So there's like, it just makes no sense. It just makes no sense. None of the way they built the teams makes any sense. Like I said, we're getting younger in the summer.
But
somehow
you can help that. You can improve that. You can help that if you just spend this summer making the right moves with the right savvy players, like getting guys who have played several years in the Champions League. Who, you know what I mean? They don't have to be as talented as Caicedo starting. He's not coming here to start.
But I'll be honest, there's something I read today which makes even less sense. So we bought the Mamadou Sarr kid to loan him back.
I'd rather we do that.
That news just came back now.
No, what was the point? He's in our sister club. He should have just played them.
No. Like,
when did this come out? When did this come out?
January a complete waste.
I read it in the morning for me.
Like, he shouldn't have signed. We shouldn't. Like, I'll be honest. We shouldn't have signed him anyway. Like,
that's
the thing is,
sign him next year if you're saying he needs an extra season to get more experience. Sign him next season.
And the thing is, I'd understand this if like he plays for our sister club.
That's what I'm saying. That's what doesn't make sense.
Yeah, if a club comes in and says like next summer I want to buy him for 50, you go, no, fuck off, we'll just sell him to our own club. Like,
you know what makes this worse, by the way? You know what makes this worse, guys? Yeah. One of the guys they have, that's not played for us since he's come in January is Anselmino, bro. That guy had a loan deal to Marseille.
He was the one telling me it wasn't going to make a fucking difference, and he wasn't going to play, and he wasn't going to make a difference.
I agree. At the time, I was thinking,
what was I talking about? I guess
they messed up. They had to send other guys on loan, so they couldn't send him on loan. He was supposed to go to Marseille.
No,
right?
but so Daniel, the point I'm trying to make is apparently this Mamadou Sarr kid now is gonna have to spend another season on loan at Strasbourg.
Well, he's good. He's good.
No. You know what? Do you know what's jokes, by the way? Sorry to interrupt, Ahmed. Daniel, do you remember what we were talking about I think it was yesterday, or the day before, and I think you talked about in like a year's time it's going to be the next guy. Sarr's going to come in and immediately going to like be ahead of Anselmino. So in the pecking order. So remember when we kept hearing about Anselmino, he's meant to be this next guy that they bring up. That died in a year.
Next guy.
That died in a year. Like, it's going to be a new guy every single year. So we're going to buy a new young guy that's going to be the next thing every year. Every single year.
No, dude, but Scott, I told you this. Every summer window, we have to sell 8 players because we're going to bring in young kids. We're going to keep them for a year or two and then sell them. And we're going to hype them up every year like they're the next best thing. Every single one of them, we're going to have PR to hype them up. They're going to get a loan at our sister club or whatever. Do shit or won't do shit.
Oh, we need a Sugo. We need a Sugo. A Sugo is probably not going to play much, and in January it's going to go on loan.
No, I don't know about that. I think he does stay. Him in specific, I think he does stay.
I can't lie. Like CP, I understand the optimism, but like, what about what we're doing with him is any different to what we did with Leslie?
No, I'm just saying. No, it's because we have Lavia, and Lavia's not a real person. We have a backup.
No, I understand all of that.
Did Santos?
Santos is Enzo's replacement. That's what we said.
Santos for a second. Forget Santos for a second. I agree with everything you just said there, CP. Lavia was even more was injured worse last season than he is this season. Was played less games last season than we did this season. We still loan Leslie out. Despite all of that, we still loan Leslie out. Like, there's no guarantee. Like, obviously, if Lavia stays fit is another thing, but like, the Sugo kid could play 500 minutes next season, then we loan him out the summer after. And I don't think any of us would be surprised.
I believe that could still be possible. But Daniel's saying we loan him out on Jan is what I'm saying. I think he stays for the season. That's what I'm saying.
It's possible.
Ahmed, please tell me that's not true.
That's true, bro. Literally, that's why I saw it right now, bro.
Wait, what?
Oh shit! Yeah, Pies tweet.
I told you that was gonna happen, though. You knew that was gonna happen, Scott, bro. I told you it was either him or it was gonna be Liao, and Liao didn't happen, so I knew it was gonna be him.
Kill me slowly.
If that's true, by the way, I don't know what the conversion to pounds is. Let me do the conversion to pounds.
It's in pounds, bro. That's in pounds, bro.
No, the wages. I'm doing the wages.
Sorry.
Yeah, it'll be about 70k or something like that.
Yeah.
No, if the top end, by the way, the 7 mil a year is, if I've done my maths right, is 115k a week.
Okay.
7 million euros.
Yeah, it's 100. It's about 100. What did I just do? 135,000 euros a week, which is roughly nearest most of the difference. 115 a week.
Yeah, then you just divide by the euro exchange rate.
Yeah, that's what. This is what you need. I think this is going to help everybody out.
Yeah, 100%. You need a guy that got dropped by his club and has scored 8 goals all season.
I love the game, man. I love the game. I told you this before, man. You gotta love the game.
This is not helping my migraine.
I love the game. The game's undefeated, bro.
I'll be honest. I've never seen a winger list look so shit in my life. When I saw Garnacho, Gittens, and Nico Williams. And
Ain't no way that's more than what we offered
Oshimen.
Ain't no way.
That can't be. Danish, please find me the article that said that with what we were offering Oshimen. I bet, if you've got time.
It was 130. It was 130.
130.
Yeah, it was 130. Bro, we were trying to get.
We offered.
Bro,
no, you said 150.
We were giving him like a 200k a week package.
It was a 15k difference.
130 is it's still more than the 115.
Yeah, it's still more 115. Yeah, we're not. See,
pounds or euros? 130. Was that pounds or euros?
It has to be in euros, bro.
We're finished.
If it's euros, there's no way we're offering this guy potentially
I think it was pounds. It was pounds.
Even so, bro, the fact that you would only go to 130 pounds for Oshimen and you're willing to offer up to 115 for Gittens, that's bro. Like Danish is spitting. These guys don't deserve to see heaven.
Yeah.
That's disgraceful.
The latest offer on the 30th, 130k a week, expected by the player.
Yeah, that's
disgraceful. I remember that.
Yeah, can I ask a question? Yeah, because I don't know if you saw, like, there was a report that we're interested in Yildiz. Yeah, so if you buy Gittens, how does Yildiz fit into this? Does that mean
no? They'll buy him as well, bro.
Is gone? Does that mean that
no way,
has to be leaving the club, right?
No way.
You have to assume that's what's gonna happen, right? Because
I don't think they're gonna let Yildiz go anyway.
That's why you have to ask the question, because I don't understand what's going on if you're trying to buy him too.
No, I think we get one winger. We don't get two.
That's what I'm just going on.
And I know Scott knows this. I think most people. If anyone tells me Nico Williams prop on this, I know for sure you don't watch La Liga. If you hate Pedro Neto, you will hate Nico Williams even more so. I swear to God, you are basing it off Euros hype. If you look at his stats, it's as worse as Pedro Neto. If you hate Pedro Neto, and his crossing is worse than Pedro Neto, by the way, man.
By the way, if what that says is true, I've just had a look. If we do offer Gittens that the highest wage, he will immediately become our 10th highest earner.
He's our 10th highest earner. No way, man.
If he gets offered the high end of that,
business, bro.
He'll be immediately become our 10th.
Oh, that's even worse. Look at this.
What?
Yes, remember we were trying to offer him like a whole package. It was like a whole package we were trying to offer him.
That's 4 million. 4 million euros a season guaranteed,
plus 4 million bonuses.
Look at Chevrolet.
This club, these owners, these sporting directors, what the fuck, bro?
Sorry, I'm gonna do it. Sorry, everyone.
Brendan's speaking facts, by the way. They're treating Oshimen like he's Datro Fofana.
Yeah.
Like, do they think they're both... bro, they're not. They might both be African. They're not the same player, my guys.
But you know what it is, bro? I think they try to do Oshimen like that because they most likely felt he didn't have any other options, so they could just lowball as much as possible to see if he would still take that. And he said, "Yeah, you can fuck yourself," and that's what happened.
Because no, but that's the thing. Because most players at that level do. Like you see with Oshimen now, like he was able to go to Galatasaray, is about to win another league title and another Golden Boot. I don't care what you think of that league. He already has offers. Like we know for a fact there are at least 3 clubs, top clubs, interested in him in this summer. Even if he ends up going to Saudi, like he's not going to spend the rest of his career in Saudi. Like he has to be there for a couple of years and then he can come back.
Just get in a bag.
Yeah, just get a bag and then fuck off and leave.
We're never gonna get Oshimen, man. That's why I was
and then go back and go play for AC Milan or something. We know how it works.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, go back to Italy, smash that league up again.
He's never gonna come here for the wages that we want to give him. It's never going to happen. So
that's why I was willing to put my hair on the line, bro.
Make me believe. Oh no, they'll break the wage structure for the right player. They're not breaking the wage structure.
Nope.
Big up Sean saying never been further from trophies, buried institution. I didn't even see this. It's not even in my bookmarks.
Yeah, I didn't even realize this, bro. Like that's insane.
4 million euros a year is ridiculous. That makes me sick, bro.
Bro, they were doing Oshimen like this was in the NBA you could probably play for a contract. That's what they were doing Homeboy right now.
They give you a bet minimum. You got the bet minimum.
Yeah, like that's what they were doing to this guy.
Yeah. I said you gotta get us Champions League and play these many games and we'll give you the rest of the money. So like who do you think you are? that's where it really comes.
By the way, just on a side note,
they really think we're going to easily make top 4.
This is in pounds because I couldn't find it in euros and I can't bother to waste too much time on this. With what what we're seeing now, by the way, with the Oshimen thing, if this is true, even if he got all bonuses, do you know what he'd be earning a week? Even if he got the whole 8 million from everything a year.
What?
153k a week.
At least we broke the wage structure for him. What would it be without the bonuses? Just for interest.
Oh, it'd be the 6 million, so it'd be like 110 a week.
Lovely.
If we got UCL. If not, it's the 4 million a week, which is like no, but bro, hang on. Did you understand what I said? With all the bonuses, with everything, he gets 150k a week. If he gets that, he still doesn't earn more a week with bonuses and everything than Pedro Neto.
Oh, fucking hell. We're so fucked.
No Danish, he wanted that.
They're so bad at negotiating and very arrogant. Because that's really an arrogant move to make. Just be like, yo, just cut your wages in half and come to Chelsea and fight for it.
Yeah, man. And they tried to drag it to deadline day.
What do you think you are? Like,
you're taking the fucking piss,
insane
that
they have this level of ego, bro. It's crazy, I'll be honest.
No, it's more. I don't think it's ego. I think it's incompetence. It's like it goes back to what we talked about before. Like these guys, when stupid, have never had to Lawrence Stewart maybe, but like Win Stanley specifically, he's never had to deal with these type of players before. He's never had to do deals for these type of players before. When they're at Brighton and whatnot, like they're buying players for like 20, 30 million. They're buying players from Ecuador and the Championship and Denmark and America in these places. He hasn't had to buy £100 million players and offer them for 250, 300k a week. So he has absolutely not. Like, bro, that's like taking someone who's only ever worked at Burger King or McDonald's and asking them to be a Michelin star chef. So what the fuck do I do with all these ingredients? I've never had to use them before. I just put the patty, stuck it on the grill, and that's how I cooked it. Oh, Ashraf, it gets worse, by the way. He started 2 games since January.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, this is so demoralizing.
At this point, I'm starting to think these guys get more money, the more money they save. It's almost like a bonus. They have to be. Because
I'll
this
be
is
real,
just
I'm not.
bullshit every time.
I'll be honest, I'm not really that demoralized because I knew this was coming. So I'm not. There's no need for me. There's no need to be demoralized. Like we always knew Delap was their main guy. Like from January, we knew they were interested in getting since January. So a lot of these guys they've been interested in for a long while. So we knew these guys were gonna come.
I guess the only saving grace I can kind of look past is a lot of the guys these guys wanted to get. Olise, Due, Barcola. These guys are actually, doing decent right now. So that's the only thing I can look at and go, you can find talent, but then we have your Netos and Sanchos who are just not doing anything. So it's like back to square one.
You can't give credit for who you don't sign.
Yeah.
Everybody has scouts. Everybody looks at the exact
No,
same
for sure.
thing.
But the thing is, a lot of these guys, we were either close, like Do It. If you had just paid the 45 mil, you potentially could have gotten.
I don't think we were close with Due. Like I genuinely don't think we were.
Yeah, we were
even
never
close.
gonna get him, bro.
Or like Barcola. Like Barcola, we could have gotten Barcola. And we didn't get him, and we went and got Cole Palmer.
Probably got a better chance. We probably got a better chance getting him now to be honest, but we'll never pay the money. So,
Well, Gittens to Chelsea. Yay. He's ain't Garnacho. That's where I'm at now. At least ain't fucking Garnacho. Right. And as I watch them keep Sancho as well, we probably will. Whether we end up sending him to Dortmund as a you take a player, we take a player thing, or keep him, I don't know. I can't tell you that for sure. Yeah, fucking garbage. Look, just beat Everton, otherwise things are going to be even more fucking mind-numbing. I can't be bothered. I cannot be bothered for us not to beat Everton on top of this dead news. Big up to TM. He says, these sporting directors, if you can't do your number one job and negotiate, then get out of my club. Fucking facts, mate. They should already be gone anyway. I don't even want to give them till the summer. They should be gone today. But they won't be gone today. So, what's the point? What is the fucking point, bruv? Big up TM, though. Big up to you, bro.
These
no, fuck Gallagher. How do we keep buying clubs rejects? Like it works sometimes. We keep buying their rejects or their bench players.
I don't know. We think we're now doing Captain Saverho.
Scott, listen to this. Chelsea believe that that's such a talented English player as Gittens must play in the Premier League.
He must play in the Premier League.
That's PR talk. That's
let him play for something. Like, fuck, do I care? Do you know what's annoying? And it's like it's the problem with all these players that we're being linked with is I don't even mind them as players from a talent perspective or a squad option. Like, if you told me as like backup in their respective positions, we would get Houston, Gittens, and Delap, I'm buzzing. Because as squad options, as guys who can come off the bench and give you some minutes across the season behind the starter, fantastic. Like next season, if we had left wingers of Gittens and let's say a Lookman, brilliant. Because Gittens doesn't have to be relied on to be the main guy. He can come off the bench for like 30 minutes a game, potentially contribute, learn as he goes on. I'm fine with that. We're getting these guys in to be starters. That's what's stupid. Instead of getting these guys in to be squad options, we're getting them to be starters because you don't want to pay big money for the starters. Like I just can't wrap my head around it. I can't just work this out because surely there's just a penny has to drop at some point. I keep thinking that, and I know it's never going to.
It won't until these players grow together.
We got Quenda too, Scott, the season after.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I think what's it called? I've seen people talk about Yildiz. I actually think we're gonna get both those wingers, and I think Maresca is leaving in the summer. I'm of the belief that
Ahmed, you're telling me we're gonna have 3 wingers 20 or younger.
I'm telling you, yeah. I could see it happening, bro. I'll be honest. Because like the guy that did the Yildiz news is like he's super reliable. So if we're gonna have So I really believe Madueke might be leaving. You know, I actually think that might happen.
If that happens, literally the conversation we had earlier, if that happens, we're going to have one winger that's 18, one winger that's 19, and one winger that's 20.
Yep. Yes, and then we're going to have a striker. And then you're going to have a striker that's around about, how old is Delap? Is he 21 or 22?
22?
Either.
How old
he is? He's going to be in his second season.
At this point, we might as well just try for Europa League because we're not doing shit in the Champions League with that little ass squad and these young guys. So if you want to give them experience, throw them in the Europa League because clearly now we're turning into a daycare. So yeah, work experience. Just let them have it.
Trust me.
Let me check something. Technically, if that happens, by the way, Ahmed, with what you said, and we get all those players, we could potentially field a starting 11 next season, where of the front four, the Lap will be the oldest player.
I could see it happening, bro. I genuinely really believe that could happen.
I was going to say, if that happens, by the way, we'll have the Lap who's 22, we'll have Palmer who's 22, but is like 4 months younger. We'll have we can have what's his face, Gittens starting, and we can have Yildiz starting or Esteval.
Yep.
And Delap will be the oldest.
Yep.
They have to take production saying they don't want to win trophies, they want to profit off of talent. They're showing that. They're really showing that.
I genuinely believe the Yildiz sign is going to be for the middle. For the
I'm just bringing in Gittens.
And then they're going to bring on. They're going to put Palmer back on the right, and they're going to bring Yildiz into the middle. Watch.
Yeah, big up Tapes Productions, man. They want to bring fucking Delap and Gittens to push us to compete for trophies.
Yeah, imagine getting called.
They're not showing they want to win trophies.
Fucking disgrace, bro.
I can't lie, man. If you're an FM fan like myself, man, Chelsea's like the best club to be.
Oh, Chelsea will slap. Like on FM, Chelsea is one of the best teams you can pick.
They may be the best club in FM ever, but next year when FM 25 comes out this year, bro, I can't lie to you, man. We might be the greatest club on FM. No cap, man. Oh my god, bro, I love it, man.
We are pathetic.
Look at what they're turning my club into, man.
I'll be honest with you. Even if you get like back it up by getting Jonathan David at least, so you put some experience.
You know what?
He's on a free. He's on a
free.
CP.
Can I be on the CP? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet good money. Yeah. That if I was to bet, I personally don't bet, but I would bet good money that he goes to West Ham.
Who, Jonathan David?
Yes, mark my words. He goes.
Jonathan David is on a free. He's not, and we're not paying somebody 180 to be on the bench.
Yep.
180. He's on 30K a week. He's on 30K a week.
I know.
Yeah, and he's coming to the
Premier League. Knowing Chelsea, they're gonna slap 100.
That was his Premier League what we do.
I could see him going to West Ham. I hope he doesn't, but I could see him going to West Ham.
Yeah.
And he'd be a good striker for them.
He will. Brighton or something. Hey, Bournemouth. I need a bees. Including Brentford.
Yo, there's players like Mbuemo, bro.
Thank you.
Like, you can get Mbuemo.
Mbuemo's too old for us, man. Sorry, man. He's too old for us.
On the stream the other day, I don't understand. Like, when you look at Mbuemo and what he's doing in this league, I don't understand why like he doesn't get anywhere near as much as hype as like Delap does.
He looks like an old man. That's why, bro. He looks like a granddad. He looks
bro,
like
you know,
and the same
Mbuemo and then Raz the other way.
Ahmed, you know he's a year. You're 26, right?
Yes, I'm 26.
You know he's a year younger than us.
Damn.
I know it's crazy. I know he's at your age, but that's what makes it funny.
Your uncle the Chelsea.
Mbuemo's 25.
Yeah, he's 25.
Fuck me, man.
Bro,
yeah, I know. I don't
listen, I'll be honest, man. The 25 of him, I don't want to speak too much about that, man. I don't
tax is crazy, bro.
I don't want to say what I feel because I'm under big trouble if I say that. As a fellow African, I can't say that, but we're gonna keep.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, I can't. Listen, man, I can't, man. He can't be. He can't be a year.
Yeah. And Mbuemo is 25, man. He just got bad genetics. Let it go, bro.
All right, man. If that's what you want to believe, man, listen. I remember Chan was saying he was a bit younger.
When Robin
Given Thomas Partey says he's 30.
No one says anything, huh?
We good.
Robin can be bald at 21, but if it's this guy, then he's faking his age.
Listen, Robin as well. He's another one. Like, listen, you gotta talk about him too. Listen, I'm all for talking about the ones that look a bit dodgy.
Big up to Sean as well, saying, remember Arsenal's 2010 younger players, no trophies.
Yep, that's what
I do understand the similarity. Yeah.
Better than these guys.
This is it.
What young players
Jamie
do they have?
Gittens.
I'm trying to remember.
2010.
Nasri.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fabregas, Van Persie, Bender, Adebayor.
Yeah, bro. All of those guys start for us, man. All of those guys start for us right now.
I'd say not in the early 2010s though. Fabregas and Van Persie.
Yeah, they did.
You were just so much better.
A man like Senderos.
And we were just stronger. But they had a pretty solid team.
You got the other Andre Santos. Fucking who else?
I would take Wisa over the. Listen,
their experience is super duper Nick.
What's the guy at Crystal Palace?
Mateta.
I'll take him over Delap.
You know who I would take over Delap? You know, like
I am Mateta. If we were serious, we'd get Oshimen and Mateta.
I'll take Mateta over Delap.
Bro, there's. Hang on, let me
I would take Strand Larsen. You know, I know a lot of people might not.
I would not.
I would take him personally. I'm a big fan of him personally. I see something.
I don't know. How old is Wisa, by the way?
29, 28.
He's a bit older. He's a bit older. He's a bit older.
Yeah, he's a bit older. He's been around a bit. 28.
Yeah, he's grandpa for our squad. Because Ahmed's on great, so I get it.
Big up Daniel saying, end the season, man. I can't be bothered anymore. Let my frustration out against Fulham on Sunday. If we don't win tomorrow, I'm with you, man. Just wrap up the whole campaign.
Listen, man, it might be over. It might be over tomorrow at 12:30 plus 1. By 2 p.m. it's over.
I got a question for you guys. Just we're talking about free transfers and strikers. Would any of you, man, take Jamie Vardy for a season?
No.
Stop smoking crack, man. Stop smoking crack.
Not in 2025. Not in 20.
No. Yeah, I have to pass on that one.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Vardy and Jackson. Yeah.
Listen, Vardy, Jackson, I'm the end of all, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I might entertain that shit, bro. At least I know Vardy can score me goals, bro.
Yeah.
I might entertain it, but nah. He too old.
Can't wait to cross the ball into Vardy, man. You know what I mean? When you cross the ball into Vardy. Oh my
God. Like Chelsea and the Nuggets losing.
Yeah, Vardy can shoot, bro. That's the thing. Like, he can shoot. Like, he knows where the goal's at. Been scoring goals for Leicester City. It's just, come on, bro. Jackson is just, God. I don't know, man.
I'm fucking good. Don't need that.
That's rough, man. This is rough.
Yeah, it wins.
From what I watched, he's just fast. Yo, how did we deal with this? Werner, then
I wanted to bring this up.
Then it's then it's this guy. It's fast play. It's not working.
All these men with pace and no tech.
In the summer, we got to sell all our center backs, all of them, bro.
Can I ask a question? How is Buddy Shield stay at the club, bro?
I know.
You know, I know why it is. You know that CB clip that goes around about Colwell was the same reason. It's because he's left-footed. If he was right-footed, he'd be sold immediately.
Yo, Buddy Shield is trash. Let's be honest.
I genuinely cannot believe
he is saying is because he's left-footed. It's the only reason he's saying is because he's left-footed. If he was right-footed like Disasi, he'd be shipped out tomorrow.
Listen,
I can't believe he's made out of it, bro. It's insane.
Where was that? Yeah, this was it. The only centre-backs fully expected to stay are Achimpong, Fofana, Badiashile and Colwell.
Badiashile, oh my
That is insane, bro. I can't believe you actually
Oh
managed to
my
say, man.
god! Wow. Fofana, listen, two guys who are
Fofana, you can't sell. You
Even
can't.
Fofana, no, even Fofana should not be at
I
this
told
club.
you, bro. Hang on.
He's at the club.
Go to Marseille. Give us 20 million. Go to Marseille. Give us 20 million. Just go.
What was I just saying? Look at the centre backs we're keeping, apparently, according to the Athletic. Fofana, we can't sell. Achimong's young. The other two are both left footed. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
Disassi also injury prone now as well.
I'm being so honest. No. Disassi. Spend the rest of the season developing your left foot to be competent and you'll stay, bro. That's what I'm saying. Just develop your left foot. Like, just learn to kick with your left foot. See me
and
was
Renato
talking
Vega's on the sell list too.
We know that spot is going to Houston, man. Or to whatever his name is. His backup is going to be at Chempo. Big up. That's football.
A 19-year-old with a 19-year-old with an 18-year-old. Fantastic.
So who's going to be like the lineup? Is it going to be Cole and Huijsen? Yeah, when Fofana's inevitably out injured.
Nah, Fofana and Huijsen, unless Huijsen, Fofana gets injured.
I'm saying when Fofana's out, bro. When Fofana's out, who's it going to be then? Is it going to be Cole?
Cole,
probably Cole will.
My goodness me. Oh boy. Wallahi, man, the game's gone, man.
Yeah, with Gusto right man. Oh my god. I'm gonna lose my mind, man. That's been one of the worst games I've ever seen. Gusto right back, Houston, Cole. Let's just fuck up and make Cucurella not be fit.
Great.
Listen, I'm praying Gusto gets back to his level, man, for next season because he, you know what I mean? Because like, I can't lie, man.
How old? Hang on, let me see. How old is Gusto?
Gusto's only 21.
21. How old's Cole?
23, I think. 2023 this year.
Oh, he's 22. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. Oh, fucking hell. How's Cole going to be the de facto leader in that back?
Scott, you notice a trend. Everyone who's 25 or 26 and older is getting sold in the center backs. Tosin and Disassi are gone. Paddy Julius.
Tosin got to go. Tosin's trash. So that's why you keep him by this shit though. Like
another waste of love.
You gotta pick one. We already said it. And for me, Cole is not good, but over by this shit, I'm keeping Cole, man. Cole by this shit,
I'm trying to work out how we're getting rid of Badia Shield, and even though he's shit or like we're getting rid of some of these players, we're getting a guy who's like 5 years younger than them. I'm trying to I don't understand.
He's viewed as generational.
Can I ask a question? Yeah, we weren't able to sell Chalobah last season. What makes us think we're gonna be able to sell him this season?
Oh shit, I don't know, bro. After the season, we'll sell him.
There are the right question. After the question, because
he just gotta accept that he's not gonna play in the Champions League.
No, Ahmed, I think it's gonna be an exchange thing where we buy Mike Gray who's like 40, 50 million, and then they buy Chalobah from us for like 20, 30 million.
Well, I gotta go. Peace and blessings, boys. Yeah, have a nice one.
Bless up, bro.
Yeah, you're a fraud. Nuggets are losing.
But yeah, you see it from here. We see him as a generational young player.
Right.
Hey Scott, are you counting how many times we've heard that? Eh?
Well, I've heard it for every player. It's every player, by the way.
Marina never.
Yeah, it's not a potential and all that.
Like, I'm not even joking, by the way. Damn near every player we bought.
We say like Twitter, like that's like Twitter speak. Like,
let me. I just want to see if what I'm thinking is correct. I just need to find a tweet. Let me. I'll be back in a second. I need to, because I'm sure I've heard this about like damn near every player. And there's a player I think I've heard this about, and I just wanted to confirm.
In 2033, you know, when they do the World 11, it's all going to be Chelsea players, man, or ex-Chelsea players.
I was going to say when they do the what's it called, the like next gen or next whatever the fuck it is, the entire list is going to be Chelsea players.
Yeah, man, let's go.
Ryan, it's not dependent on UCL football. We're confident regardless of it.
Yeah.
Because I think we can guarantee in minutes that you guys can't just yet. So yeah, hijacked again. Ole, ole. All of that.
Bro, literally. Hang on. Hey, I found it. I knew I would, because I knew we'd fucking said this.
What?
This is when we signed Slonina. by the way.
Yeah.
Slovenia to Chelsea. Here we go. Agreement with Chicago Fire for $15 million, add-ons included. Talented goalkeeper, and his agent will fly to London on Sunday to complete medical and sign.
Don't forget Penders. Penders is generational too. Remember that? Penders generational.
Bro, we've said this about fucking every player we bought. Here we go. Another one. Chelsea are seriously working on Cesare Casadei deal. He's the next top young target.
I've heard different.
Fuck off, man. Fucking every player.
Yeah.
We had the same thing with Garnacho.
Oh God.
I think and here's the problem. I think because people know that if Liverpool get Houston, it works out for them because he's playing next to Van Dijk for the next year. That doesn't mean we should get him to stop him from going there. He's not going to do well for us. He's too young.
Trying to see if I can find it.
Okay. Ed the Kid, whoever is that news source for Palmer going to Liverpool.
Yeah, here it is. Chelsea called United about Garnacho end of December and again in recent days. They see his talent and potential.
Oh, it's literally this. It's insert player name here, and then they see his potential. He's generational, top talent.
Yo, Scott, I really think these NHS cuts have stopped people from taking their eye appointments, man, because the amount of generational talent for Garnacho, man, fucking hell.
Bro, that word is like dead. That word needs to die.
Hey, I'm with you, man. Everyone we sign, we just say talent, potential, generational. That's how you can gauge how much they rate them. If they really rate them, they'll call them generational.
Yeah. If they want to sell them, then he's just talented.
Mm-hmm. What if they say talent and potential like Garnacho? Maybe he's a squad option.
Fucking hell.
It's so bleak, man.
Bro, we're an absolute joke.
I hope if we get top 5, we just have better links than this
I'll
shit.
be honest, if we ever make an official bid, even if it gets rejected for Alejandro Garnacho, delete this club. Delete
I
this
am
club. Delete this club.
hoping we make top 5 because I want there to be no excuse when it comes to the summer.
Delete this club.
So that's the excuse that's going to be made. Oh, we didn't make top 5, so we can't go for these players who won Champions League.
Yep.
Nah, everyone will just come, shut the hell up. You should have done it last
The
year.
deal where you're not in top 4 or like challenging is you might have to pay people. You might have to lose that battle of this is the wage you want versus this is the wage I want.
Savić, you're my guy, innit? Fuck you, bro.
Do you know what the thing is, Dan? Like, I hear your point and I agree, but do you know what's, and we know this, and I think you know this as well, even if we do make top 5 and we still go and buy these same players, which I think we will do, there'll still be excuses. Oh, we don't have the money to go and spend on these guys because of FFP or PSR or XYZ, EXP or what the fuck it's called. It's gonna be the same. What was that stream we were on the other, like a few weeks ago? With the same excuses it always is, man.
When they sign Gittens for 45 million, it'd be like, well, I mean, it makes sense because, like, you know, he's the type of profile. But you just said they didn't have money. They could spend 45 on that guy, spent 20 on the Sugo, spent this and that. Like, they could spend 90 million before the window opens. But they can't afford to sign Oshimen.
It's time, man.
Well, for me, there's no excuses next year. We're gonna see what happens at the end of the season. Next year, I don't know what you buy or who you. I expect the minimum is top 4, bro. 3 years in a row. We're gonna make it 4.
We just have to hold these men accountable. That's all we can do. That's all we can fucking do. This shit is bleak. Shit is fucking bleak, man. Only hope is we get top 5 and then we start looking at a higher level of names, but
yeah, it's entire hope. Like, it's just
that could all be dead tomorrow. Just hope and cope. Hope and cope, people. Hope and cope. Get your hopium, get your copium. And yeah, all of that. Fucking shit. Dead though. Right, you man, I'm gonna wrap this stream up anyway. I've got a fat migraine. I need to lie down. But big up to the panel. I appreciate you guys jumping on. Big up to the chat as well. Appreciate you guys listening in. We'll be back tomorrow live at 11 for the watch along. I'm not going to the game. Just big up Melon. Enjoy the match. And who's live that we like? Who is live that we like? Sheik is live. Sheik is live that we like. Everybody head over to Sheik TV. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Tell them no to Garnacho and not the Chelsea.